One,
We're already 50
go.
minutes. All right, we're on. Go ahead.
All right. Here we
buddy.
go.
Let's go.
Ladies and gents, welcome to yet another episode of Bullsitting on They Said We Said. 15 minutes late because Texas is a bummer. Um, with me today, you have Ham Solo
He
in
blamed the whole state.
Ethiopia. We have Cozy in Japan, and yours truly in Texas. Streaming
Yeah,
live from the motherland.
you know, I went to
Uh, eh,
I ended up in Ethiopia because I got lost. I was looking for you.
south. You have to keep going south. Just keep going south.
It sounds like a long
Anyways,
drive.
so it's gonna be a episode full of talk about services, but let's start on a light note. Um, Vacuum maker Dyson is launching a pair of headphones called Dyson Zone with a built-in air purifier. Thoughts? Cozy, you go first.
They'll probably cost way more than they should and work half as well as headsets that you can already buy.
Okay. Ham?
I'm still trying to understand what this thing actually is. Now, in the article, it's like
Okay, let me break it up. Let me break it down to you.
the article
According
is
to a
wild.
statement, according to a statement from Dyson, the Dyson Zone compressors in the ear cups on the headphones draw in air through filters, then project purified air to the user's nose and mouth through a special visor. Jack Dyson, chief engineer at Dyson, cites the rise in global air pollution. Yeah, right. This guy probably knew about the coronavirus. Anyway, cites the rise in global air pollution as inspiration for developing the device. Do you guys remember when paying for air was a thing in dystopian movies and comics?
Yeah.
I remember when there was rumblings about Nestle trying to charge for water and stuff like that.
I mean, they do use up water in places.
That's not funny.
They
That's
do
not
actually
funny
do that.
because we buy water where I live.
And they actually do buy up the rights to water in places so that people
Yes.
who live there can't access water.
Right.
This is like it's literal. Like we don't none of the water that you see me drink comes from taps. All of this is mineral water that we go and buy at shops. Cause excuse me. Because the water that comes out the taps, it's not poison, but there's like a 80% chance you will get sick. So at least around here,
I think it's
that's a
funny
reality.
for the fact that I don't think it's funny that people can't have the access. I just think it's funny that that's a thing. Like, it's just any way you can make any money. Somebody's out to try to take. I mean, even if it's your basic livelihood kind of rights, they just
basically, yeah, needs. I get what you're saying. It's sort of like wild that
Yeah. And
yeah,
I'm
I
just saying,
smile because it's not cool, but because I'm just like, because it's like
wow.
you just don't see like you just like I just continue to be amazed.
in terms of profit, right? Like I'm not trying to say they should keep going down this road, but I'm just saying if you're investing in something that people are going to consume, there's no safer investment than oxygen. I mean, everyone needs it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they should do it and this is awesome. I'm just saying as an investor, I wouldn't be against it. Anyway, for me, the thing that I can't get out of my mind is if you guys can get a picture of these headphones, the model they used has a long nose, so the nose sticks out like on top of the mask. It's like the mask is here and he's got a big long nose. Basically, it looks like a penis hanging out of a boxer.
Wow.
Making fun
That's
of
what I
people's
saw.
appearance.
That's all I
For
saw.
shame.
Anyway, hey, he should be ashamed leaving his things hanging out. The hell. Anyway, moving on. Services. PlayStation announces Project Spartacus launching June 2022. Before you guys jump into this one, I'm gonna give you guys the basic overview. There are three plans: Essential, Extra, and Premium. Essential gives you 2 monthly downloadable games, exclusive discounts in the store, cloud storage. I can't believe people are paying for cloud storage. Anyway, cloud storage for saved games and online multiplayer access. That's $10 a month, $60 annually, 60 US dollars. Um, PlayStation Extra gives you all the benefits from PlayStation Essential and adds a catalog of 400 PS4 and 5 games, 15 US dollars a month, 100 US dollars annually. PlayStation Premium gives you all the benefits from Essential plus Extra, adds another 340 games. Where are we going to find the time? Adds another 340 games, PS3, PS2, and PSP games via cloud streaming and download options. PS3 games are stream only. I hate streaming games. Oh yeah, also you get time limited demos. Ugh. Uh, PlayStation Premium is 18 US dollars a month, $120 annually. PlayStation Now customers will migrate over to PlayStation Plus Premium with no increase to their current subscription fees. Whoop, for me, because I paid the annual thingy. And PlayStation Now customers will migrate over to PS Plus Premium with no increase to their current subscription fees. Whew. In summation, the service wars have begun. Who gives a fuck about games? Let's talk about services. Ham, go first.
It just what kind of blows my mind a little bit is the fact that they are advertising that cloud storage is something that you're still paying for. And I feel like it's more or less like, yo, like you still got to pay for this, so we're putting it here for you to see instead of it as a we're gonna kind of hide this. And I mean, it's better that they come out up front and just say, hey, you are paying for this, instead of just you get rid of PlayStation Plus or something like that, and you figure out, oh, hey, I can't save my stuff, or I lost my saves or stuff like that. So, I mean, I just think it's interesting that they're still making, the folks pay for that, but it is what it is. I also think it's a little nuts that that the higher the tier that you go, the older the games you get. Like, I think that, I think that the PS4 and PS5 would be on the premium part, and the older games would be in the middle tier. But it's the other way around.
If you're a real
it's
gamer,
almost like they're really pushing you to go to the middle tier, and the last tier is if you want it, I guess.
Not really. For me, I would say the reason why there's a priority on the older games is because what happens is most PlayStation gamers, the current PlayStation gamers, and this is my opinion based off of what I've seen here, most PlayStation gamers are PlayStation gamers because of a mix of nostalgia and dominance now. So there are people that love PlayStation for what it used to be, not for what it is now. And those people make up a very big part of the fan base and would be willing to pay for premium if you can actually play like the big classics on a PS5, so
Sure.
for me, that's why I think they modeled it that way. Your new PlayStation gamers are more worried, who are less because most of the PlayStation gamers now were on the PS4. So the new PlayStation gamers were the ones who were gonna opt for the cheaper services just so they can sample like Ghost of Tsushima and the recent successful games. That's my take on why they order like
Oh
schedule
yeah.
those
All right,
prices that way.
and then the last thing I think is wild is like we haven't seen a lineup of any of these games at all yet. So like they say a
We
huge
have.
number. No, you give me a lineup of where it says like here are the 400 or whatever games or
Oh, not
PlayStation Now is
400.
already a thing though. So what's there
Mm,
is probably going to be similar, I assume. I hope.
I'm really well I mean yeah the for the PS5 and PS4 stuff, that stuff isn't streamed on PlayStation Now. That stuff is actually downloadable, and I think a lot of people get that stuff mixed up. They think that
No, only
PlayStation Now is
PS3
only
games.
streaming, but
Only
it's
PS3 games will
PS3,
be streamed.
PS3, PS2 games are what's currently
There,
being, I
No,
believe,
no,
streamed
no.
on.
no,
Two,
there are.
Time out. Let me finish what
two.
I'm saying so you can see where I'm
All
going.
right, all right, all right, all right.
Um, as of right now, I think it's only PS2
Getting
and
heated.
PS3 games. Well, you keep interrupting me. PS2 and PS3 games that are on PlayStation Now currently that are being streamed. But they said for this next service that's coming out that some of these PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 titles would be native, but not all of them.
Yeah, most of them will be downloadable.
So I'm really wondering like because that's the next big question for me is like is this worth it because like all right what games are you streaming and what games are going to be downloadable, what's going to be native? I'm definitely not going to get a streaming service if all the games I want to play are streamed. Like I might as well just go buy them and play them on my old consoles. I got the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3.
Check this guy. All right, no need to brag. We get it, Mr. Retro Gamer. You.
Oh, don't act like you can't find one. You just don't want to get it.
Oh,
I want to play
you see,
old.
then that's why it's benefit. That's why a lot of people would be interested in getting this service because not everyone has the time or the patience to have 6, 7, 8 consoles sitting around and then having a whole bunch of games, a whole bunch of physical games just waiting to be put in the disc. And if the disc breaks, then that special game from 20 years ago is forever lost to you. No, man. No, digital gaming, this is a tangent, but fine. Digital gaming is the future. And this is the concrete proof of why it's the future. Because
Yeah, I hear you there. I completely agree. Digital gaming is the future. It's completely
yeah,
what I'm doing on my PS5 and Xbox Series X. I am very rarely going to buy a physical copy for one of those two consoles. But with that
yeah,
being said, I'm also like if I have the means to play something natively, I'm gonna go the native route before streaming every single time. And since I do have I have the opportunity to have all these different consoles and whatnot, I will be sticking to them being native to whatever console that they're supposed to go to, whether it be the PS2, PlayStation 1, PS4, PS5, PS3, whatever.
all right. Cozy, what you
Um,
got?
I got plenty. You know why? Because I
Bring it, bring it.
actually
She's
a
a
long
stream.
time
She's a stream.
PlayStation Now subscriber. I'm one of those people. Number one, there are a lot of games on PlayStation Now. And the thing about the PlayStation 2 games that are available, they're just made for the PlayStation 4. There aren't really a whole lot of them, but they're not actually like legitimate, like just like straight PlayStation 2 games.
Mhm.
I understand why the PS3 is stream only. My problem is I don't have PlayStation Plus. I have no intention to get it. I don't want it. So for now I will have what I have, but once the price goes up, PlayStation Now is a great service for $10 a month, but for me, it's not really worth it more than that. And I feel like the reason they put those games, like the PS3 stuff that's a higher tier, is because it's streaming. Less people are going to be using it. It's less widely available. So for people that might want it, that is a good idea to get a feel for it. I think the bigger question I have: will these games be purchasable, or will they still be just like subscription only?
Yeah, that's a big one.
I think
don't want to purchase no game that's going to be full-time streaming.
I mean, neither would I. But for the
yeah.
other games, would they all be purchasable? Or I mean, they'll be
like
purchasable,
your PS2
but
games.
yeah, will they be purchasable without like at a discount or anything like that? I mean, because I assume they'll all be just things you can buy.
Yes, there will be discounts.
Yeah,
no,
wondering.
all of them.
I'm wondering if you purchase like a PS2 game, let's say, if you're gonna need to continue to have PlayStation Plus to access it after. Like let's say
they didn't specify.
your membership lapses or whatnot. I know for like Xbox, if like your membership lapses or whatnot, you can't use like games with gold and stuff like that.
Yes.
So,
I mean,
but see, the games with gold is free. That's the difference.
Yes.
Is it's free.
Yes.
I'm wondering if you're going to pay for a PlayStation 2 game and
oh God, don't come here. Don't come here.
Go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong.
She's saying it's not free.
You can use games with gold that are 360. Those games are yours on the house.
Oh,
really?
That's pretty nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
But what I was getting at is like
good guy Xbox.
But what I was getting at is if you were to purchase like pretty much like what you're saying, like a Xbox game through a discount with golds or through a discount through Game Pass or whatnot, it's yours, like flat out. So I'm just wondering if that's gonna come back to bite at all. Because I already hear people getting super frustrated about, where'd my save go once they like, run out of their membership with PlayStation Plus and stuff like that.
Yeah, and as far as streaming is concerned, for me, whether they do it on Game Pass, whether they do it on PS Plus, whether they do it on Steam, until we have like super internet on the entire planet, streaming for me is something that we can consider 10, 15 years from now. Right now, it's just just not reliable enough, in my opinion.
I agree.
Not good enough.
We need streaming for everybody.
Well, just the fact, I mean, that we're all sitting here and we're just kind of like, meh, and Cozy just said, it's not good for me. And you look at the kind of the climate
I'm excited,
Twitter,
man.
You look at the
I'm excited.
I'm more excited for it to come out and try a trial or some sort for it than I am to actually like own it yet. Because
wait, you haven't paid for PS Plus?
Well, I have PlayStation Plus right now. Yes.
Yeah, so you're gonna have it as soon as it launches in June.
Okay. Well,
no.
Well, I'm also interested how that's gonna work too, because I haven't heard anything. Because you remember how Game Pass, oh man, I stacked up all my subscriptions and I got Xbox Game Pass until 2024. People out there saying that. I'm wondering what they're gonna do if people stacked up on subscriptions for PlayStation Plus.
They got rid of a lot of that.
For now, like I said before, the official statement from Sony says the following: PlayStation Now customers will migrate to PlayStation Plus Premium with no increase to their current subscription fees at launch. PlayStation Now customers and PlayStation Plus customers will migrate over to PlayStation Plus Premium with no increase to their current subscription fees at launch. Meaning, if you have PlayStation Now for a year, you will have PlayStation Premium for the duration of whatever that period was. So if you
what I'm saying is, if you have it for 3 years, then you'll have it for 3 years, and you won't have to pay an extra $1 for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what it says, man. Okay, that's what it says.
We'll see.
Transition
My
into
thing is,
PlayStation Premium with no increase to the current subscription fees at launch. So
my problem is I like it for the price it is now. I don't use it enough. I used to like occasionally dabble in it. Because I actually prefer like a lot of the PS3 games, but the problem with those is like I'm wondering how they'll handle that. Will they make better options? Will all the games be the same that are currently there available? Because that's what I'm curious about.
if I had to guess, I'm not saying PlayStation is Xbox, but if I had to guess, I would say that it's just going to happen what happened to Games with Gold. If anyone remembers Games with Gold, the reason why there's so many people that bitch about Games with Gold today is because Games with Gold was freaking awesome when it launched. You had proper games launching every single month, proper good games, and then as soon as Game Pass came in, it got neglected. So the free games, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, but I think they're just gonna decline in quality because
I mean,
then PlayStation's focus will then be on PS Premium, Essential, and Extra.
they already getting rid of like some of the games you get for PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, because instead of 3, now you get 2 games.
Yeah, I just need to see more because there is a lot of just uncertainty when it comes to it with me. Like, I feel like they are like kind of dipping their toe in instead of just jumping in the pool. And so I'm kind of the same way with them on that.
What would jumping in the pool be in your opinion?
Right now, like I think they're gonna end up doing like third party day and day, and I think they're gonna do
Oof.
some first party, like some of these like live service games,
Yeah.
Upcoming like a Twisted Metal game. I think would do great for like a day and date. I don't know if you want to charge 70 for something like that. You see what they already did with Destruction All Stars. That was supposed to be $70. But
Oh
then
yeah.
it turned and then
A
it turned
banger
out
right there.
and then it turned out being a day and date game on PlayStation Plus.
That was an awesome game.
So I mean, are they going to make more last second decisions like that and just throw stuff into that service if they don't feel like it's up to par or up to snuff, or are they going to throw in some third parties and I mean, like I'm just so uncertain about what I'm actually gonna get and the complete clarity around it for me to just I'm definitely just gonna take advantage of the rest of this service year that I got and just see how it goes, and I just have a hard time believing I'm gonna want to upgrade any further than where I am right now.
I think that's actually very valid. As someone who uses the service, I always would recommend, oh yeah, just try it out because I enjoy it for what it's worth. My problem is I don't value it at the increased cost. So
well, for me, I'm looking forward to replaying Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3.
You're
and
gonna
then
hurt yourself with all that mid.
I don't even start. And then I don't know how I'm gonna figure out. I have to figure out how to play MGS4 streaming. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Probably gonna have to like shut down the router so internet only works for me at home. No, man, the problem is the internet speed. I don't think
you don't
like
need
I think.
super fast internet for PlayStation
All right,
now streaming.
all right, we'll see.
The problem is,
Yeah.
a lot of those games, they have great nostalgia factor, but they also
You guys are just Metal Gear Solid haters. Let's move on. Let us move the hell on from this. Ham, make sure you're not ignoring anyone in the chat. All right. Okay, this one I think Cozy Cozy is gonna be our expert, our aficionado on this one.
Okay.
Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 delayed to spring 2023. What is spring? Ham, please remind me. I forgot.
Like, so next year around this time.
Okay. So March or April 2023. Cozy, go.
I guess you assume because I play on a Switch.
Yes.
I don't play that many. I don't play that many Nintendo games.
Yes.
I literally.
You know when people say they judge you on the platform that you play. I'm doing that right now.
Yeah, I don't play that many Nintendo games. I like Kirby. I like Splatoon. I like Animal Crossing.
Okay.
You don't play that much, but you're just listing off Nintendo games right now.
No, I don't. But that's not like if someone asks like, oh, Mario Kart and all that shit. I don't play that. I don't play Mario games. I don't play.
Did you call Mario Kart shit?
I mean, no, and all that shit. I mean, like, not like it's trash, but like all that, etc., kind of thing.
Right.
But I don't play those.
Well,
like, so it's like, so when you ask, it's sort of like I don't.
So
I have no opinion.
Wait.
Sorry for the people.
Yes or no? Did you or did you not play Zelda Breath of the Wild?
I played like 10 hours.
That's about as much as I played of it because I played Phoenix Rising and it was better.
I didn't. So I like the mechanics of Breath of the Wild, but I do not. But it's not like I don't. I can count on one hand the Zelda games I like. There are 3.
You guys, wow, your taste in games is so bad. Zelda, Phoenix Rising is better than Zelda.
Yeah.
And Metal Gear Solid is mid. Jeez.
Metal Gear Solid?
Really, I don't have any.
Did you say mid?
Really, I don't have any.
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear. Mid Gear Solid.
You guys are terrible.
No, I really don't have any opinion on Metal Gear Solid because I haven't got to play it myself. But Breath of the Wild, I do have an opinion on because I played it and I own it. I thought,
and it's mid.
It's not mid. It's just not for me. I like games where I don't have to replace my weapon every freaking couple fights.
Come on, you still hung up on that?
Yes, I mean that is a big deal for me.
Breath of the Wild.
Like, keep in mind, I whined a lot about it, about the same thing in Dying Light 2. Like, I love Dying Light 2, but the fact that I gotta make a weapon every freaking couple of fights is annoying. Like, I'd rather just have a good weapon.
You finished Dying Light 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because wasn't worth finishing.
Because half of that game had it crushed for me. Like, I loved the idea of the way you move around and get around in that game, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves in games is how do I get around. Breath of the Wild was okay at getting around. Phoenix Rising was better.
It was okay. Wow.
Phoenix Rising was better in my opinion.
I enjoyed the mechanics of Breath of the Wild, but I just didn't care for the game, which is a testament to how great the mechanics are.
Cozy, this is the part in the show when I asked you, Cozy, did you quit the game because of that thing we talked about?
No, actually, I just don't like. I'm also very, I play a lot of random games, but I'm very picky about what I actually enjoy. So, I mean, if it was any other game, I probably could have got stuck through it, but I just didn't care about what was happening in the game. I didn't care. I was like, these are nice mechanics, but other than that, I was like, whatever. Don't care about these people. Don't care about what's going on.
All right. Oh, listen, before we move on to the next one, we need to move back a bit about the PlayStation Spartacus thing.
Okay.
There's a question here I put down that I forgot to ask you guys. Mm-hmm. So, Cozy.
Yes.
Which one is better, PlayStation Spartacus or Xbox Game Pass?
Stop it. Stop.
That's a big question.
That's my job. That is literally my job. So no, answer the question.
The one that lets me play Fallout New Vegas with the DLC.
Oh my god. You're saying Game Pass is better.
So no, she said Stadia.
No, I mean, So that's like the big issue is like I
Shut up,
like it
man.
for
Shut
a
up.
lot of the. So the biggest issue I have with a lot of the games is like there's some great PS3 games that are not available on uh what's it called?
PS Plus.
On PlayStation Now. Chiefly
Okay.
one being 3D Dot Game Heroes. It's a great game, not available on the service. So and as someone who had like a PS3 for a lot of time, my PS3 was probably, yeah, I love my PS3. But
You get the
it
fat one.
I had the fat one, I got a thin one. I had a PS3 until 2000 and played it a lot until 2015.
Okay, but you still said the superior service has Fallout New Vegas
No,
with all the
both of
DLC.
them with all the DLC. So that's like a big issue I have with a lot of the PlayStation games. It's like, especially if for the PS3 games, you can't get DLC on them.
Score one for Xbox. Ham.
I mean,
Spartacus
come on,
or Game
man.
Pass.
That is just quit it.
Cozy wasn't a coward. Don't be a coward.
I'm not.
Don't be a
I just
coward.
think this is a dumb question.
Pick one and let's move the hell on.
Oh, I'm gonna go with what's home for me, and that's
Which
the
is
Xbox. That's the
Xbot revealed. I have revealed the Xbot in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Reality is, Microsoft is a service company, so of course they're going to
Well-
have good services. A service company is going to always have better services than a company that doesn't really dabble in services like that.
Yeah, cut the cap, Lo. Cut the cap.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
yeah, I mean, would you like to let our audience know the kind of crap you were saying before this show?
Yo. Keep it together, Ham. Keep
Let
it
it
together.
be known, Lo. Let it be known.
No. Moving on to the next subject, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention, y'all. According to
Okay.
film critics, the biggest problem with Sonic 2, the movie, is that it focuses way too much on Sonic and less on the human characters. Ham. Go.
I feel like if that's their take of that movie, then I want to watch it even more. Seriously, seriously,
this you're most psyched for the flick.
Well, like the name of the movie is Sonic, so you can't tell me
It's
that
in the name.
there's too much Sonic in a movie named
In a
Sonic.
Sonic movie.
Yeah, so like, I'm sorry, but I just
There's
thanks
too
for
much
that dope
Batman in
review.
this
I'm sorry
Batman
that you. For me, it's like, thanks for that review. Sorry that you're disappointed that Sonic's in Sonic, but
Sonic's in Sonic. Okay.
That's what I'm gonna enjoy about Sonic.
Sonic 2. Cozy.
The first one was good.
I agree.
Yeah,
There's like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of these people are people that just hate certain types of movies, so they'll like review it negatively. Whereas fans will understand. Like my issue with, I went into the first Sonic expecting not to like it because I was like, I just want to see Sonic in Sonic World. I don't want to see Sonic in our world. And I liked it.
To see him for like 10 seconds.
And so in this movie, the reviewers are saying, "Hey, there's too much Sonic," and I'm like, you cannot have enough Sonic in a Sonic. Same thing with like when they talked about Godzilla like that, like, oh, it's got too much monster. I'm like, I don't want to see human dramas in a monster movie. I just want to see Godzilla going at it.
Not American human dramas. Sorry, you guys are one note these days. Jeez, that's.
It's easy to sit back there and talk your trash, isn't it, Lo?
Yeah. Anyway, yes. This is definitely a dub for a dub. Yeah, this is a dub for anyone that likes Sonic. For people trying to watch other stuff besides Sonic, just go and watch something else. Right. Moving on, One Piece Odyssey announced for 2022 launch. Cozy, go.
It looks great. I am one of those people that really likes One Piece games, despite the fact that I'm never going to watch that show ever or read the manga ever. I'm never going to touch it. But I like a lot of the games. So this is another one where I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll check it out.
Okay. Ham, go.
Nah, I don't care. Like, it's just whatever to me. I don't really care.
Wait. It features an original story by the actual author, Mr. Eiichiro Oda. I hope I didn't slaughter that too much.
Oh my god! Like, I don't care.
Jeez.
I just don't like. One Piece is not something. Like I try to, like we said in previous episode. Like I've tried to watch One Piece and I just really couldn't get into it, and I'm not going to go out and get a video game of something that I don't enjoy watching.
Well, to counter your argument, have you seen the Tekken movie?
Oh my god! Would you stop with this Tekken
No,
poop?
no. You're saying you don't want to play something that you don't enjoy watching. So I'm just saying, I'm giving you an example of a movie that is shit. Or okay, forget Tekken, Mortal Kombat. You're the one who said that Annihilation was terrible, but you played the shit out of Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah,
So
trilogy was
so
dope.
that's evidence that you can have a good game and a shit movie or a shit anime. I'm not saying that One Piece is shit for anyone that is a super One Piece fan. Just relax. I'm not saying that.
Cancelled.
Ham. So based off that, you're not even willing to give it a chance.
I mean, not really. I mean, it kind of goes into the argument that you were saying last week about The Witcher and other games that have TV shows or movies or whatnot. It's just not for me. It just doesn't hit at home at all for me. I don't really care about your stretchable body. That's cool.
That's why I'm saying that it's not about Luffy. It's an original story by the author that wrote One Piece.
Well, tell me how it is when you play it.
Anyway,
because I'm not gonna.
For anyone that does care, One Piece Odyssey is coming out for PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. Moving on. Rockstar announces GTA Plus.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. That's for GTA Plus.
Hold on. Let me finish the description. Jeez, talk about eager.
Eager, yeah, man. Anything GTA right now gets this.
Okay. Just
be mad at
hold
GTA.
I'm mad
hold
at
your
GTA.
horses. As described by Rockstar themselves, and I quote, GTA Plus is a new player membership delivering exclusive benefits and more. Benefits include a recurring monthly deposit, 500,000 US dollars in game. Okay, there's no real money. Opportunities to claim properties in and around Los Santos. These are opportunities. It doesn't mean you will actually claim them, just opportunities to claim them. And you better have the money to claim them. Special vehicle upgrades. Obviously, you're going to have to pay for those. Member only discounts. That's nice.
More shark
and
cards.
more for just $6 a month. Sounds like a steal. Ham, go.
Yes, stealing from me. Yeah, I'm good. I don't want it. I mean, I'm just so over the whole GTA
Salty.
Online and stuff like that. I mean, like, so I was around and I played and I owned, the original GTA, London, GTA 2, GTA 3, GTA 4, San Andreas. I mean, obviously not in that order, but San Andreas, Vice City. I mean, I played all these games and I loved them because like I could do whatever I want in them, and the stories were dope. GTA 5 was okay story-wise for me. I didn't really like the 3 protagonists. I'd rather just have one. But
if you had to pick one, which one would you pick?
If I were to pick one, I'd probably pick Trevor.
Yes.
Just because, I mean, I didn't really like Trevor that much, but like as a video game character, he was the best of them all.
Yeah.
Just when it came to like just the way his. I mean, I always cracked up laughing when I switched to Trevor and he was like waking up next to a trash can or something like that. I was just
his underwear, nothing else.
Yeah,
just his underwear.
He was turned, but that's what I enjoyed about GTA was the story and stuff like that. I feel like it's taken a turn for online, and we don't really care about anything else but online. And that's what freaks me out about it. And they're really money hungry for it, which is understandable for a company. The company wants to make money.
That is the purpose.
Right. But not everybody is going to want to pay for that kind of thing. So like for me, for instance, I'll use Madden as an example. If they were to make...
Why are you obsessed with Madden?
Because I hate it. Because I came from a time where it was a great game. It was great.
In my time.
But
Cozy, you should start a cook show. What the hell? We should have like 2 cameras, one on you and one on whatever.
I think you really want to see how awful what I'm making is.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Okay.
It's actually don't taste that good. I found my raisin.
Right. Getting back to Grant.
This was a grape, but I made it into a raisin on accident by leaving it out on my desk.
Oh my god.
Dare me to eat it? Dare me to eat it?
I don't think that's edible.
Do we have viewers right now?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay.
People are watching you. Oh. Oh, and she's chewing it.
You said it, she's chewing it.
Oh, is that what we're doing for views now? We're doing that stuff for views? No.
Done.
No.
Gone.
No. Oh my god, yeah. She swallowed it.
It was really just a big crispy fly.
It doesn't
I'm not sure
taste...
which one's wet.
It definitely tastes like a raisin, but it was still like a little wetter than like a raisin is normally that you get, like an actual raisin as opposed to like a homemade raisin.
I heard that when it's wetter, it's better. But anyways,
yeah, let's get back on track because we might get more views, but for the wrong reasons here. Okay, Cozy, can you pull your zip up just a little more? Jesus.
Bust down.
Oh, the button is broken.
Oh, okay. Ham, you were saying.
She broke it on her OnlyFans stream last night.
Yes, last night.
I actually have another one. I actually have another one that
she had
actually
an S
the
on her
button
chest
does
that she
something.
wanted to reveal.
No, it's a snap, so I can't fix it because I don't know how to do snaps.
She said, "Oh,
right.
Snap."
But I forget that I was leaning over. Like I forget. Like normally I'm wearing things under this, but I do have a bra on. I'm not absolutely nude under this.
Well, back to what I was
saying.
saying.
It's not doing what you think it's doing. Because now someone's going to ask in the chat, what color is the bra?
I was trying to clean it up.
About Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
All right, just
see what Grand Theft Auto makes people do. They make people get freaky.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to close this section. I'm going to close this subject.
You didn't ask me about Grand Theft Auto.
Hey, Cozy, I'll give you a shark card if you take off your hoodie.
Cozy, I need you to focus on Grand Theft Auto. Okay, keep it on Grand Theft Auto.
I can keep it on Grand Theft Auto. Very quickly. They won't be getting any money from me because I'm not gonna reward that nonsense. But for people that enjoy the multiplayer, that's good for them. I think
that
I
was my
haven't
follow-up question.
enjoyed. I think I haven't enjoyed the last Grand Theft Auto game I really enjoyed was San Andreas. It was just really fun, and it was like more felt more
Immersive.
RPG-ish than the others. Also,
Yes.
great radio stations. All of them do, but San Andreas in particular.
Which one was your favorite radio station?
I don't even remember. I haven't played that game in since it came out.
Ham, which one was your favorite radio station in San Andreas?
Oh, in San Andreas,
yeah,
Radio Los Santos is probably the best one in that one.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
But my favorite radio station of all time in any of the Grand Theft Autos is gonna be Chatterbox.
Why do you keep eating it? Chatterbox.
Yeah, Chatterbox from Grand Theft Auto 3.
Oh,
that was like the talk show thing that they had. With Laszlo and
yeah, it was WCTR before WCTR. Yeah. For me, my favorite was SFUR, not because of the music. Dance music is nice, but Hans Oberlander, man, I'm telling you, that dude just, mwah, I love him. I don't even know what his face is. I don't know what the actor's name is, but I love listening to his voice and him just freaking out over house music. That was fucking awesome. So before we close out this whole Rockstar thing, I need to ask you guys one thing. You guys are shitting on this GTA Plus thing. Does any one of you play it? Like online? Do you guys play GTA online?
Not at all, because that's not why I played GTA. I didn't even get to finish my point about that. I didn't even get to finish my point about that.
Go ahead.
So as I was saying earlier, like I play all the Grand Theft Autos for their story. So I'm gonna wrap up and get to the point real quick. So I was comparing it to Madden and everything because I feel like, that is life serviceable, right? I feel like you can play or you can, pay that $10 to get into a GTA online and just play it online. But if you want if you want to play the story or whatnot, that should be almost like a separate game. I feel like Madden would do really good at something like that too, where it's like, dude, like you pay $10 and then you can, pay for VC and all this other stuff for your team and get cars.
VC is not on Madden.
I know that's on 2K, but same difference, right?
It's the same thing. Right?
But yeah, I think that should be cheaper to get in and play, and then you can buy your stuff and play online. But there should be a separate Madden that has a good story to it. You can play multiplayer football games and do like a season with your bro or with your homegirl or whatever. Like I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that come back in the sports games, because I used to love back in the day, me and my cousin or me and my buddy would start up a football team, like a terrible football team, like Jacksonville State. They're not a terrible football team, but they're like a lower tiered team in 1A
like the Detroit Lions.
Kinda. I guess you can say something like that, but what I'm saying is, we used to take one of those teams and I'd play quarterback or he'd play quarterback and I'd play wide receiver or running back or something like that. And you'd go through a whole season together, and it was just so much fun to be able to do that. And you'd always have your receiver. You're always looking for that one guy to get open, and then if you throw an interception, you're arguing with each other.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah, what the hell were you doing? Like you
run the route. Run the damn route.
So
no,
yeah,
I know.
So that's what I'm looking for with all these games, trying to get your money. Like, dude, like I don't have any problem with you with getting your money for what you're creating, but I feel like you're kind of you're giving me a product and saying that it's finished and it's good to go, but only half of it is given all the love, and the other half is kind of like, meh. It's just kind of here because we have history of doing that, but we don't really care about doing that anymore.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. So to close it out, I think the following quote um, is apropos. This one's from Batman Dark Knight. Yeah. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Rockstar was the Rockstar of video game publishers. Now they share the same WhatsApp group as EA, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I
Moving on.
agree. I agree.
Moving on. Gran
We'll never get
Turismo
another bully?
7.
Oh my god, we're talking about that game again.
Yes, we're talking about Gran Turismo 7. An update, because I don't know if it's Polyphony Digital or Polyphony Digital.
It should be called Polyphony.
Oh my god. No console war shit today.
I'm just
please.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right. Polyphony Digital gave us an update. The statement starts as follows, and I quote, "Thank you for your continued support and feedback on Gran Turismo 7. Your voices have not gone unheard."
They didn't say your voices have been heard.
They're
just like somebody heard it. Somebody heard it, but it wasn't
somebody heard it. Someone out there in the ether, in the cosmos, someone heard it. The updates will be coming in April 2022. They should address the following issues: increase rewards in the events in the latter half of the world circuits by approximately 100% on average. Dude, they're going to increase it by 100%. How much throttling were they doing before?
A lot, apparently.
That is crazy.
Look at my noodle.
Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, moving on to the quote.
Oh, it's not good.
Of course it's not good. Okay, moving on. They're also going to increase the upper limit of non-paid credits in player wallets from 20 million, which can only use to buy 1 or 2 cars, to 100 million. So there's still a cap. It's not limitless. It's still a cap. They're also going to increase quantity of used and legendary cars on offer at any one time. Later on in the year, so not now, maybe November, December, whatever, the following fix will also be implemented: increase payout value of limited time rewards and make it so cars can be sold. So cars, you still can't sell cars. You still won't be able to sell cars until,
which is stupid. Because I get I have a bunch of. I currently am playing that game, and I have cars that I could care less about, that I'll never get into, and I really wish I could sell them. I got the million credit thing that they gave. I got the million credit thing that they give out. I'll tell you this, and this might be a hot take for some people. They might not like this. Oh yeah, Eternal Umbra.
Ever like what you have to say.
Eternal Umbra is up in the chat. He says, "Shout out to Cozy, Loke, and Ham Solo." And he said, and he's talking about your noodles, Cozy. He said it's a limp noodle, and maybe he's talking about the noodle. Maybe he's talking about GT7. I don't know.
Feel my penis.
I don't know.
But
what I gotta say about the game from playing it is, man, it's about as dry as the question that you asked about.
Damn.
Like it's like now this might make some Xbox fans a little unhappy, but the car models in that game look better than Horizon
Absolutely.
5. But
it only makes sense. I mean, Horizon is not a simulator; it's an arcade game.
Right, in which that makes sense. But the game feels like, when you're playing it, it feels kind of dead. It feels
Gran Turismo.
yes, it feels very dead when I'm playing it. Like there's just no real excitement. You go to like there's this spot that you go to called the cafe where you go to like learn about the cars and learn about what you got to do next and everything, and it's just so goddamn dry. It's just so
Wow.
boring. Like when they're teaching you about it, it's all captioned. Like they didn't even have time to like read it off to you and like immerse you into the game at all. It's just all captioned. So it's like I'm playing like a Zelda game, like getting captions like Zelda, like a Zelda game, but
Wait,
I'm
there's no
playing.
audio in Zelda?
No sign language?
Well, like you know, like you know, you get the captions in Zelda, and that's what you're supposed to read. But sometimes they go.
Breath of
They
the
they they, they
Wild, there's no actual audio. People don't speak.
well, in some scenes they
Yes,
do.
I do.
In some scenes they
Okay.
do, but in some, but in the most time when you walk up to somebody just random and click to talk to them, it's just caption.
Yeah.
You know.
Uh,
So what I'm saying is like in GT7, it's like a lot of caption, and I don't have a problem reading it or whatnot, but it's just kind of dry, man. It's just not that. It's not
okay, let
that
me tell you.
fun.
Uh, uh, let
Very
me tell you what I
simulated.
took from that. Let me tell you what I took from that. This is not me defending Sony. I'm just being real with you. So first off, you compared it to Forza, and then you said it was dry. I think the issue is you jumped in terms of races. I'm sure you played other games, but in terms of races, I think you jumped from Forza to Gran Turismo 7. Forza is all like shiny and fireworks and
Yeah.
gigantic jumps and stuff that gets your heart pumping. Gran Turismo is a simulator.
Okay.
I mean,
So
it's
is
hard to get excited.
so is flight sim. You know, flight sim is a simulator, but I mean, it just doesn't feel as like just
Butt
boring.
cheeks.
It's
Did you say
I'm
butt
not.
cheeks?
I mean,
Yeah,
that's what
butt
Cozy
cheeks.
said. That's what Cozy said. It's just to me like I feel like when I play it, I get more frustrated and like more frustrated than I am having fun in the game. And doing the
Wow.
races and doing the races like you know after I win a race, I'm not like yeah. I'm just like next race,
So do you
and then
feel
I
like you're playing when you're playing Gran Turismo, do you feel like it's an obligation? You're not having fun.
kind of it's not the same feeling I got when I played like GT2 and GT3 where it felt like man like I can really like take advantage of some things, sell my cars, build up this car, you know, like that. Like right now I can't even like the only thing I can do is tune my car. Like I can't even like I haven't even got to a part in the game where you can go to a repair shop and like fix up your car or whatnot. It feels like it's just like a slow drag of the game trying to force tutorials on you. And I don't want tutorials. I don't want you to tell me stuff. I don't want to read more captions. I just want to race, make money, sell cars, get dope cars. That's it. But it feels like I gotta go through a ton of other things. I like the licenses. I do like the licenses. I'm down with
You
doing
better
stuff
like
like
the
that.
licenses.
I enjoy doing that stuff. Even though it pisses me off. Like no,
When you miss it by like a couple milliseconds.
yeah. When you miss it like by 0.02 seconds, like
That's
it
always
irritates
fun.
you. And
Almost only
Yeah.
counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
and
Jeez.
turning in that game,
Shoes
it's
and hand grenades. I
turning
see.
in that game is really weird for me particularly because I mean like you said I just got off of playing like something like Forza right where it's very kind of arcadey and whatnot
Yeah. Yeah. Everything is
and
popping
it
all over
feels
the place.
and it feels very realistic in the sense of driving in GT7 but what doesn't feel right is the sense of speed. I feel like I'm going 30 miles an hour coming up to this turn and I look down and I'm going 70. I mean, that is just
Wow.
weird to me. Somebody
Sense
actually,
of motion.
somebody, some PlayStation dude just yesterday posted on Twitter gameplay of GT original Gran Turismo right next to GT7, and they were both driving Castrol Toyota Supra, which is like one of the best Supras, if not the best Supra in the game of Gran Turismo, right? And the way that the original Gran Turismo was moving looked fast. And then I looked over at GT7, I was like,
on the PS1.
Yeah, on the PS1. It looked like they were moving. And then I look over at GT7 and it looks like he's in the park. Just walking. Like the car looked like he was doing a walk in the park.
Is this an actual Gran Turismo fan or just
Yeah.
looking for clout?
No. He was celebrating it when he posted it. And I looked at it like, man, I really wish I felt like I was going that fast in the game, so I knew when to slow down and take this next turn. But everything feels the same, and I think it I think Dealer said it really well. He said something like, it feels like you're driving the track more than you're driving the car. And I couldn't agree with him more.
That's not fun.
I couldn't agree with him more on that statement.
Oof. Okay. And on that note, Cozy, what you got? Jeez. What you have to say?
That was a long thing for me. Yes.
And it was also very negative on Gran Turismo, given the
There's a reason the user score is low. It's not just because of the outage. There's a reason that the user score is low. It's just not that exciting.
Okay, Cozy, go.
Haptics are dope.
Moving the track.
I already said everything I had to say about it's GT7. I mean, it sucks for the people. I mean, it's good. The changes they made are good for the people that are like fans of the franchise. Really, good for people who are fans of the franchise, and want to see the game improve. And it shows that they're listening to the players. Other than that, I don't really have anything to say. I don't play racing simulators.
Hey, look, let me go on ahead and interject this. If I had a racing sim set up, I think I'd enjoy the game a lot more than the way I'm enjoying it right now. But like the haptic feedback is dope, but I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm a freaking snap my controller in half when I'm playing that game. Just because I'm so tense on some of them turns and stuff like that, and I'm not sure which one I'm pull like which trigger I need to pull a little bit, because like there's parts in that game where it's like if you don't drive the exact route that they give you, like it's impossible to like
the car would just jump out of the.
It's impossible to like finish those like license tests and stuff like that in a good time, even if you feel like you're going faster than before. Like I've hit corners.
Man, don't nobody care about your feelings.
Man, it just okay. It is what it is.
Don't care about your feelings.
It is what it is. I just didn't have that much fun with it. I'm gonna keep trying it. I'm gonna keep trying it and keep pushing on it, and I'm not gonna delete it right away. I'm gonna definitely get further and try to figure out the story a little bit better. But as of right now, with like 3 days going on that game, like not hour wise, but like I've had 3 separate days trying it out, I'd say maybe it might get better. But as of right now, it's really dry for me.
Okay, so from one negative story to another negative one. Jeez, we are really hitting it like just downer central today. Games with gold continues to be gak. The games announced for this month are Another Sight, Hue, Outpost, Kaloki, and MX versus ATV Live. Does anyone have any ideas on how to fix games with gold?
So a lot of people, are going to only like a very specific type of game. And if it's not that type of game, it's like, that game is trash. That game is, you know. But if you play a wide variety of games, like whenever people talk about like, oh, this game is trash and this game is trash, I'm like, I played that game. That game is, I enjoy that game.
Decent.
Yeah, like I know a lot of people don't like it or won't. It's like people who normally won't touch these games anyway are like being like, I don't like this game, and it's like, you wouldn't even play that game normally.
Like you guys complaining about GTA Plus. Anyway,
don't complain about it. I have nothing to say about it because, you know, I'm not into GTA, so it is what it is. But I actually like Q I like. And so like
okay.
oh, now I have it on Xbox. This is nasty. I don't know why I'm eating it. It's in front of me.
You just got a plate full of nasty food that you keep putting in your mouth.
It's not real food, so it's like candy. It's like, if you ever made one of these kits, it's like fake candy food. Ooh, it's wet.
I'm just saying, she ate that grape. That's all I'm saying.
It was a raisin.
Matt in the chat.
Sure.
Matt in the chat says, take my money you use for games with gold and throw a pizza party for the Game Pass team.
But
that sounds like a plan.
I like a wide variety of games, so like there's always something that I.
Oh, we lost Cozy.
Man, I'm telling you, that African internet. I'm telling you, man.
It is my Discord. It's not the internet cutting out. It's
internet.
Specifically my Discord. Specifically, my Discord will shut down. It's like not. It's like basically my Discord shuts down reopening.
I'll send you a green card form. You can move over to the first world.
I have great English.
It's fine.
I will fight you.
Damn, Cozy out here losing it because of the internet.
But yeah,
where were we?
So,
I was
Cozy was giving us an idea on what to do with games with gold. Matt Likes Games idea was pretty awesome.
So I think the thing is, as a person who likes a lot of random, weird variety, I like games with gold because these are the games that I would these are like 90% of the games that I was already buying. So then I'm like, oh, now I have this game that it was on my Steam with, you know, like, for example, Kill It With Fire. That's not Games with Gold. But that's like a kind of game that you would see in Games with Gold, like a weird, like just running around killing spiders. I bought that game.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
No
so
regrets.
I'm like, and like I remember one of the games of gold they gave out was The Flame and the Flood, and that game was on Game Pass, and I actually bought it off of Game Pass when it left because I was like,
you see the games that she's talking about, the kind of food that she's eating, it's just hand in hand, just
you know
bad. Just
that's
bad.
a low blow. That's a low blow, dude. That is not necessary at all. Oh, that was uncalled for.
Just stick to your basic bitch games.
Oh my goodness. Cozy likes some variety in her life.
Oh man.
Some variety, some disappointment. Disappointment is good for the soul, and Cozy's showing us that today. Anyways, Ham, what's your idea? What's your idea for Game Pass?
Oh man, so it's pretty clear. It's very similar as to what you see with like the PlayStation Plus. Once you allocate a large chunk of what you got to something else, that last thing you used to do starts to diminish a little bit. So as you see, like PlayStation Plus is doing 2 games instead of 3 now, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, Game Pass. I mean, I'm not saying it's one and one the same, but I'm just saying that, like, you know, getting Game Pass started, so obviously something with games with gold is going to have to take a hit because they were providing you free games. Well, they don't want them to be free anymore. They're going to take those quality, cool games and put them in the Game Pass, and then with games with gold, you just kind of get the things that they don't really want to either put into Game Pass or, you know, whatever is kind of just laying around and they can just kind of just throw out there real quick. it's always going to be, very, very, very like almost third world compared to Game Pass. And I think that's the
Wow,
reason. I think that's the
dude,
reason behind it. I think that's the reason behind it is because
leave the
they.
third world out of this.
Oh my God! Like
Jeez,
quit taking it so personal. Jeez
They
Louise.
also, I mean, if
I
you think
live
about
in
it,
this
like
motherfucker.
people are going to complain anyway, unless it's like some big, popular AAA. People are going to complain anyway
Right.
because people were calling Tropico trash when they put it on there.
Really? Tropical
Yes.
6?
No, they gave us
That's a
Tropico
good
5.
game.
But yes,
Still, the
yes,
Tropical
Tropico
series,
is
the
fantastic.
Tropical
But
series
people were
is
like,
pretty good. Okay, it's not fantastic. Hold on.
shut up.
Keep it
You're wrong.
together.
You are wrong.
Well,
There's nothing
Fantastic?
greater than being a
Are
dictator.
you high? Stop
all,
eating that
I'm
shit.
sorry. Okay.
all
There
I'm
is
saying is
weed
they're
in
not
there.
gonna. What I'm trying to say is they're not gonna put a game that they know could do well in Game Pass into games with
Yep.
gold. They're not gonna do that. So I don't know
Yeah.
what people are expecting every month when
Yeah.
they go to games with gold, and they're like, "Oh my God, these games are not bangers." Like, what the fuck were you thinking was gonna be in there? Like the bangers are gonna be in Game Pass. That's where it is. Games with gold is just literally, like what they kind of had left over. It's kind of like it's the refrigerator leftovers. It's not supposed to be prepared, ready to go. It's just kind of like here it is.
It's the stuff you get.
Here's
It's
a
the
quick
stuff you get at the
sandwich.
shopping mall.
Here's a quick
Like at the
sandwich.
end, when you've taken like all the essentials, like cereal, milk, meat, and all that, the stuff that's important. And then as you get closer to the till, there's like chocolate and
Yeah, right. It's like a candy bar essentially.
yeah, there's nothing special. There's nothing essential waiting for you there. Sorry, Cozy. Sorry. We're talking. We're talking about like on average,
She knows
you
that though.
take your
She has
average
Game
gamer.
Pass. She has Game Pass, so she's ready for those good games.
Do you
But
have Game Pass?
what she's saying? Yeah, of course she does, because she does all
She makes the face like,
the cloud
of
gaming and
course.
whatnot.
Who doesn't have Game Pass?
Well, she's a cloud gamer, so she's gonna have Game
I've had
Pass
Game
for
Pass
sure.
since Sea of Thieves came out.
So since like
Okay.
2017.
Yeah, whenever. Yeah.
Okay, so what Cozy is just saying is, hey, I'm gonna have Game Pass. I got good games right here, but if they're gonna drop something for free, and it kind of looks decent to me, then I'm gonna go ahead and play it. And
Might as well.
ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with taking advantage of something
Also,
for free.
if you're on Game Pass Ultimate, which is the one I'm guessing you have, Cozy, then you
Mhm.
also get games with gold like with it. So
Right.
you might as well download the stuff. My idea for games with gold would be to just do what PlayStation did, which is just cancel it and just find a way to migrate it to Game Pass, like the online multiplayer.
How do
Although
you
I think
how do you add that to Game Pass? It's just
that's the
another few
issue.
games.
Not just that, but the really complicated part is not it's like for the people that have downloaded, for example, 100 games off Game Pass since off games with gold, the amount of games that they've got, how does Xbox then say, okay, all these games are now yours? Because if they decide to say all the games you've gotten off games with gold are not yours anymore, and games with gold doesn't exist anymore, there's going to be a lot of like people pissed off. But I don't think Xbox wants that heat right now. So the idea would be to just migrate, like all the games you've gotten from games with gold would just then become your games that you own. But the problem with that is I think you would have to figure out a way to pay the publishers more money for each one of those games. But then you'd have to like calculate how many people downloaded those games, and then it's more expenditure on Microsoft. I know everyone pretends like Microsoft has limitless money, but just because you have money doesn't mean you want to spend the money. So I think that's the biggest hurdle when it comes to eliminating Game Pass, whether it is to migrated to. Sorry, that's the biggest hurdle with eliminating games with gold. Whether it's migrating to Game Pass or just eliminating it, the biggest issue, in my opinion, is how to deal with the games people have already downloaded. That's probably what's stressing someone at the Xbox offices.
Yeah, and that was actually
Okay,
a conversation as well quite a while ago where they were talking about discontinuing games with gold, and a lot of people were like, "Well, where is my game gonna go? Like, am
yeah,
I gonna be
yeah,
able to still
yeah,
play
yeah.
that game?" And that just brings up, kind of like you said, a whole heap of new issues.
I mean, you can
Yeah.
continue like getting new
It-
ones, but still like give people access to their old ones. Like as long as they have the subscription, you could
so what?
basically
You're
what?
still paying. So the idea is you're paying this amount of cash to have access to what, 30 games, 40, 100 game, mid games like uh Ham
Um,
says.
Mid.
I don't think people are gonna react well to that.
I mean, so if it's people that are still just on gold, I honestly, I would
Ain't
never
nobody
pay
just
just
on
for
gold.
gold.
I think everyone's on Game Pass.
No, there
I
are
think
people
everyone's on
that are
Game.
just on gold. I have plenty of friends who are still just on gold. They mostly just play like,
Really?
they play like, the typical, gamer games. Like
Typical
nothing.
gamer
Uh,
games? What's that?
Yeah, it's like, where someone plays like,
Please
pretty
enlighten
much
us.
just only
Show
plays
us the
like
way,
the
oh
big
great leader.
budget, the big budget and popular stuff. That's like all they play. Like if
Um,
chances are like if they're like,
like
if you ever
COD.
have a friend who's you've talked to like, oh man, I started playing this really good game. Like, and they act like you've probably never heard of it, and it's something like you're like, oh okay, yeah, cool.
It's like, oh, I found Scarlet Nexus, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, so on the chat, Dave and on the Moon that I happen to have on Behind Them Sticks a couple days ago. Excellent guy. Has his
Plug,
own YouTube
plug,
channel.
plug.
Super duper dope, dude. But he asks in the chat, if they get rid of gold, do you think they'll increase the price of Game Pass?
No, not now. Not now. After what Sony just pulled, the
I think
last
they're
thing Microsoft wants to do.
I already think they're going to increase Game Pass 100% because they're talking about making this family pass right now, and I think they'll make their adjustments kind of at that moment. I don't see why you'd do two price adjustments separately, especially like in the same year. I mean, because if they did a price adjustment with family and only increased that price and didn't increase the price of the regular Game Pass, which I think will end up being like $18 or $20. Um, I think I think they'll end up increasing it all at the same time instead of making it two slow hits.
I think it might be
Nah, I think
beneficial
it's
from
the same.
them to do the family pass for probably like $25. Like you charge $25 for family pass. Then you're gonna get a lot of gamers who would normally be like, I can get my friends together and we could all do the family pass. And then you get people who would do that, but
Right.
how many would actually take advantage of that? For example, I'm on someone else's Nintendo Switch Online. If I wouldn't have it if I wasn't. But apparently only 3 of us actually use it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're
So
saying. But the whole, all that these companies care about initially is just getting their product out there. They
the
don't care
user
how many
base.
people are using it. Yeah, I mean, you look at Netflix back in the day. They said how you share your account, and then they said password. Or they said something about like sharing is caring, and they were talking about like your passwords and stuff to go into watch Netflix and whatnot. And then just
Because they were
recently,
trying to get the user base up.
they announced that if anybody else has your password, you will be contacted for like additional to pay additional for those other people that are using your service. And somebody, on Twitter, because of course that's where this kind of stuff goes down, somebody said, "Yo, Netflix, this you?" And they just posted like the photo saying like sharing is caring, right next to the one saying, or right next to another post saying, we're charging more. So yeah, they got burned up by that a little bit, but that was the point. The point was to get it out there so many people are using it. Now you feel like you need it. Now they're gonna make you pay for it. You know what I mean? That's how businesses go.
I honestly don't see them raising the price yet. I don't see them raising the price until their studios start pumping out stuff. And then suddenly they've got people locked in because they're like, oh man, I need these games. And rather than paying for...
Okay, so for me, the reason why I don't think they're going to increase the price, well, maybe it's a bit of bias from my side, because the price of Game Pass for my region has only gone down. It's gone down twice since Game Pass was available in Southern Africa.
Talking about that, like how they were changing prices to reflect more regions.
Yeah. So from my experience,
they actually lowered prices for some of these people.
Yeah. So like they're either going to keep it at the same. Yeah, same thing in Southern Africa, dude. Same thing. So from my experience, they're either going to keep the same price or they're going to bring it down some more. Because even the price that they've lowered it to now, if we use the exchange rate at the bank, I'm still paying more than what an American would pay.
Cut the cap, Lo. Cut the cap. You're paying $3 USD. Cut the cap.
What?
Whatever. What the hell ever. Anyway, moving on to the next subject. This one's more positive.
Okay.
The Halo series, the TV show. Y'all have watched the first episode, right?
Yeah.
Cozy? Okay, so thoughts and impressions. Cozy, you go first.
I was actually surprised at how much I enjoyed it. I didn't expect to enjoy it. I think initially, so far what I've liked is I hate wasted exposition. And I feel like they didn't waste my time with the show. They were just like, this is the Halo show. They had a little bit of chatty chat in the beginning, barely much, and then they were just like, pew 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 pew. And I was like, thank you.
Yeah, that's Star Wars. It's not. Oh my goodness.
Bam, 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 bam. No, that's still Star Wars. Is it the motion? Do I have to like land on the ground like this?
No. Bam, bam, bam is fine. Bam, bam, bam is fine. Pew, pew is definitely Star Wars.
Man, let Cozy enjoy the one war game that she is okay with.
Oh my goodness.
I can't help it that I don't like going to other countries and shooting people.
That is a fair point, Ham. That's a fair point.
You guys like going to other countries and shooting people. I do not.
This is off topic. This is off topic, but I kind of agree with Cozy. Like, and we talked about this before, just me and her. Like, it is weird that that we have these video games that go to, rival countries, and we're constantly just killing each other. But yet, us same people that are playing these games want peace. Like, it is very counterproductive. It is very counterproductive. It's cool, it's fun because of the mechanics and the gameplay, but does it need to be USA versus Russia? Does it have to be? I don't think so. I don't think it has to be for the game to be good.
I think it...
You have no... Oh, yes, you do. You're in Texas. He likes his guns big.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm going to get my gun.
Whatever. I don't even care. Listen, guys. I think it's the whole realism factor about it.
I'm good. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's just the camera. I think it's just the realism factor. That's why they pick uh like USA versus Russia or USA versus China.
Why can't I
Because
shoot?
do you okay, because you guys disagree with the idea, I can't even ask you like, would you buy a game where it's freaking Philippines versus Australia?
No. I don't.
No,
So
I
like the
don't.
thing is, I would actually be perfectly comfortable shooting humans in some like like in like Mass Effect, you know, shooting up the Cerberus people. I'll shoot up humans, but it's just like weird to me to go to a real world place and shoot up people in that real world place.
That's fair. I mean, I don't have a problem doing it like Cozy does. But I mean, I understand where she comes from when she says something like that because like growing up as a kid, you see this stuff as a kid when you're growing up and you're just kind of like
That's how the world
it's
is.
kind of it's just kind of weird. It feels like a promotion of like a nation of some sort. And like, you know, if you lose, it's kind of weird seeing Russia pops up as the winner or US pops up as the winner. It is for those people that don't like that kind of stuff. I completely get it. I completely get it. But going back to Halo now.
Let's not
Going
go back
back
to Halo. You guys cannot like tickle that little itch and then leave. No, 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 no. Let's dig deep on this one.
just because you like seeing people fight in the world and you love war.
No,
Texas.
I don't listen.
Because
Listen,
you're from Texas.
I'm not even a fan
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
first person shooters. I'm not a
Deep
big
in
fan. I'm
the
not gonna lie.
heart of Texas.
That was
Give
the wrong
Loke a
place to clap.
round of
Moving on. Moving on.
Problem.
Moving on. The reason why I'm not a big fan of let's not make these games anymore is okay, if we're not making shooters because it's weird
It's not. It has nothing to
or
do with
it's wrong,
shooters.
let
It
me
has nothing to do with
finish.
shooters.
Let me
I don't want to let you
finish.
finish, Loke.
You like Kanye West up in here. Jeez.
Tired of your shit. Get to the
I
point,
was
Loke.
saying, if it's weird to shoot people in video games, then should we be uncomfortable about playing games like Mortal Kombat where you rip human spines out and decapitate and maim? There's even a fatality where someone removes someone's head off and then shoves it into their stomach. Should we stop playing those games as well?
I see where you're going with this. You're saying now that you don't like that reality, are you not okay with this reality?
I mean,
Because I'm just saying, if it's valid to remove shooters because of people like Cozy,
I didn't
who
say
I'm
that.
We're not
sure
talking about
are
shooters
many.
though. We're just talking about games that specify a nation versus a nation. This has nothing to do with what weapon
Okay,
you're
so no
having.
more World War
So
II
take this
shooters.
back. Pretty much is what Cozy's saying. Is like no real
Jeez.
like real people going versus real people because we have real issues currently. So that is not gonna help anything. It may not hurt anything anymore, but it's not in the right direction in a world where, you know, people are, you know, getting canceled for stupid shit. So like let's go to like kind of the root and in gaming at least and say, you know, we're not going to have real people going versus real people anymore, and it'll just, I mean, people have plenty of fun playing Halo, right? That has nothing to do with real world. It doesn't say USA versus Russia when you go red versus blue team in Halo. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I think that's all that really Cozy is trying to say. But let her speak for herself.
I was not saying that, hey, these games should not exist. I wish they didn't exist, but I'm not going to make any statement of, like, they should not exist. I just don't touch them. I absolutely not. And when you talk about games like Mortal Kombat, that is very divorced from the real world. Very, very divorced.
You need to tell those senators that decided video games were evil based on Mortal Kombat. My idea with that example is that, well, obviously I understood you wrong, because from what I understood, you were trying to communicate that we need to get rid of these games. So what I was trying to communicate is that if we have to get rid of one type of games because of one group's offense, then we need to get rid of all the games, because even the gardening game where you're getting like you're cutting plants and shit. I mean, I'm sure that offends someone that believes in like reforestation, etc., etc. So nothing would be off limits. Clearly, that was a misunderstanding on my part. So
these nuts are off limits.
Ooh, man, walked right the hell up into that. But bruh, I see what I see what you're saying, because once you start to cancel something, it's a domino
then
effect. It's a domino effect, because then
is on the table.
You know, everybody's cards get pulled, and that's why I said, you know,
Exactly.
like, I see what Cozy's saying, but at the same time, like, I still find myself playing these games and stuff like that, so it doesn't bother me the same way, but I see why it could bother somebody, because you play plenty of other games that have nothing to do, that literally keep they go as far as they can to keep it from being anything like reality, and they're still bangers.
Okay. So going back, Cozy, you weren't able to finish your point before I interrupted.
About
Please.
what?
About your impressions of Halo.
It's it was just like it was like bang bang, and I was like, yes, it respects my time. It respects that I'm not watching Halo to have, like, you know, all this interpersonal drama that's like dumb and irrelevant. It didn't waste my time.
There was a lot of interpersonal drama that was irrelevant, but
not
okay.
like, no, I don't think you understand how a lot of modern shows do really obnoxious things.
Give us examples. Please give us
I'm trying to think
examples.
of
We are curious.
shows that I would watch and I was just like, these people are stupid. Right now, currently going through All of Us Are Dead. As much as people were like, or is that what it's called? That zombie thing on Netflix?
Korean?
Yeah.
I like that show. The one in the high school?
I absolutely hate it. It's like a bunch of stupid people, all of them deserve to die. And they're just like fussing and like being like, you know, whiny little stupids.
I have a crush on one of the students.
Sir! Sir!
What?
Sir!
Bruh.
Sir!
Bruh.
What?
Sir?
Okay.
What?
We do not crush on
We
students.
do not crush? Well, they're not actual students. They're all adults acting like students. Let me give you an example.
That's that Texas thought
See.
process,
Dude,
right?
she's
there,
22.
bro.
Shut up. She's 22.
So actually, speaking on a related note, I actually understand what you're saying, and I actually took issue with I was talking to someone where I upset them about like Euphoria, because I was like, you guys complain about like people sexualizing teens, and then you watch this stuff. You always have to have older people playing teens. Can you not get some? Do a Stranger Things. Actually have teens playing teens.
Yeah, then no one watches. So it's Cho.
That's true.
Cho Yi Hyun. Man, I butchered that one. Yeah. It's the chick that has like she's half a zombie.
Chonies.
Oh Christ. Okay, so Ham, please tell us, give us your impressions of Halo, the TV show,
man.
season 1, episode 1.
Yeah, I've only seen episode 1 so far.
Me
I'm
too.
planning on watching episode 2 a little bit later tonight.
Tomorrow.
With the lady.
I'm watching it tomorrow.
Yep. Here on April 1st of 2022.
The
I
1st
plan
of
on watching.
April, 2022.
Yeah, whatever. But anyways, fantastic show so far. The combat
Fantastic.
is really fun to watch. Chief, I don't like his voice at all, to be honest. But if that's my issue with the show, I think I'll be all right. To be honest, I mean, I guess like I mean there is a lot of complaints about like how the story kind of is and how Chief is in the game compared to who he is in the show.
Helmetless.
And yeah, you see him helmetless like right away, which I kind of didn't like. I wish they would have kind of made that a little bit more special, but they just went on ahead and just threw it out there like right under the bus you go.
They took off his cap.
Yeah. They
Never
say
mind.
here's Chief, no cap.
They popped his cherry.
So I all in all, I enjoyed the show. I thought Halsey's character was pretty dope. I'm kind of biased because I really liked her in Californication. She was dope in that show as well. But
Lots of occasions there, but okay.
It's a good show.
Really good show. But yeah, I thought it was all
Okay,
around
so
really
going
fun to
back-
watch. I really liked how fast things started. That's what like got me into it because like I feel like a lot of shows do a lot of work and like kind of like what Cozy's saying. I feel like shows try to get you to come back for like 3 weeks before they give you
Before they
anything fun
start.
to watch. Before they give you anything where it's like, all right, finally the show started. It started like 5 minutes in. Like 5 minutes in, you're just like, damn. like
those
like
kids
today.
getting torn apart.
What's that?
The kids getting ripped apart. That was vicious, man.
Bruh, I'm just telling
Them
you.
kids.
I had my own reaction when I watched the show, and my jaw dropped after about 5 minutes in. Just a little bit ago, like 10 minutes before we started the show, I was watching my lady watch the show, and I only had her watch the first 20 minutes and then told her I gotta, hop on with you guys, so she'll have to watch it somewhere else.
Oh, wow.
I just wanted to see her reaction at the beginning. I just wanted to see her
Toxic
reaction.
masculinity right there.
No, he was like,
we got
get out of
TVs all over
go to the kitchen. He just told his lady to go to the kitchen.
No, I did not. Y'all
You
being
can watch
messy.
it while you make my dinner.
Y'all being messy. Y'all are being messy right now.
Give me a sandwich.
Y'all are being messy.
Oh,
That is not how it went down. No.
these Texans, man. I'm telling you, these Texans.
Got it. Anyways.
Anyways, how was her reaction?
But yeah, I just wanted to see her reaction at the beginning of the show because she said she wanted to check it out, and I wanted to watch it with her, but we started to run out of time. We were eating lunch, watching the show, and we got about 5 minutes in. We got about 2 minutes in, and she was like, "Man, I'm having an issue." Like she told me, "I'm having an issue, like." Understanding the difference between the CGI and the real time,
The real thing.
And
That is
like she is saying that it looks very CGI just from the jump, like without even adding in any of the other people. It just looks very CGI, and I agreed with her on that. Like, but I did like some of the camera work and everything that they were doing, and she agreed with that. Like, man, it looks really detailed, but it also looks pretty damn unrealistic at the same time. But yeah, like I said, we got 5 minutes in and boom. That's all I'm gonna say about it, right? I just looked dead at her face because I know what's gonna happen. I looked dead at her face, and her jaw just slowly started to drop all the way down because what she had seen was like it hit you with a disturbing Like just all of a
Yeah.
sudden you just get disturbed, and then the show just carries on, and it's like a disturbing like 15 minutes after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
So
like,
so
yeah.
to round it up, Cozy, who's your favorite character,
I don't
and
really
who's your
have a
least
favorite.
favorite?
I don't really have a favorite character. I think a favorite character is reserved for a show where um I'm really into the characters. I just like watching
Okay.
people die, I'm not gonna lie.
Who is your least
Oh my god,
favorite character?
that's
Oh,
so damn
when I
dark.
say it like that, I don't have a least favorite character. It's sort of like,
For anyone in the chat, keep in mind she doesn't like violence, apparently.
I don't like real world people getting murdered for political, for old
You
politicians.
need to relax, Cozy. You need to
Anyway,
chill.
honestly, I don't really, most shows I don't really have like a favorite character. I only have a least favorite character if I feel like the character adds nothing, other than that, it's like everyone's doing their job, nothing stands out. I've only seen the first episode, so we'll see
Okay.
how.
Ham, who's your favorite and least favorite characters?
So far, my favorite character is Halsey, because
Oh,
and I don't know, like I said, it's probably because I really liked her character in a previous show, so I already like her. But at the same time, she just has so much control right now, and like she legit has more control than her
Master
seniority.
Chief.
No, than her seniority, than the person that was yelling at her in the
Master
show.
Chief seems a bit emotional, but okay. Yeah.
You're right, and Master Chief seems a bit emotional, but he only got emotional after it happened. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he went in and just was emotional from the jump. He was emotional after it happened. So and I think a lot of people are missing that somehow. I don't see how everybody's missing how that happened,
Sensitive he
and
is.
then boom, he starts to be emotional.
Mhm.
So I mean, like, are we
He's soft.
ignoring that? Are we acting like that didn't happen yet or something? Because that happened to
No,
me in the first episode.
what we're acting like, what we're acting like is Master Chief has seen some really wild shit. Master Chief has seen the flood, and this guy is chilled than a mother.
What
But
I'm
is
saying is he's walking
no,
away at the end of that battle. He didn't give a damn. He didn't give a damn. And then all of a sudden, little something happened, and now he's
mhm,
starting to rethink life.
yeah. Anyways, no spoilers. My favorite character is Halsey's husband. What's his face? Captain Jacob Keyes.
He's dope.
My
He is
least
dope
favorite.
too.
Yeah, he seems very like I know he was white in the video games, so I'll just assume that this is like a parallel universe or whatever.
They
He's
had to
white
hit
and
the diversity quota.
that
Diversity
was that
quota.
was that was unnecessary, Cozy.
It's true
Just
though.
Sorry. You know
It's
how
true.
shows are like checklists nowadays, so it's like it's actually wild and refreshing where they just like don't even bother, and you're like, huh, that's interesting.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyways, he seemed very chill. He doesn't act like the Captain Keys in the games. I'm guessing because it's earlier, or like I said before, another timeline, another universe. I dislike to my core uh, his daughter and the chick that is now attached at the hip with Master Chief. Those are two characters that, for me, what I'm going to do as I watch the show, any scene that they're in and Master Chief is not in, I'm skipping. That's what I'm doing to enjoy the show. Because I'm not gonna not watch the show because of these two characters. But I can see it already. These are going to be like central characters forever, and let's just move on. Let's move on.
I get it.
It's only one
Yeah.
episode. I think, and that's another
No.
thing. Is
No.
I think people are trying to over dissect off of just we got crumbs and we're trying to describe the whole entire show already.
Dude,
Like,
the
let
main
it
reason,
develop. You're asking
Ham,
people
the main reason why,
after the
yeah,
first episode who's your favorite character, and it's like, bro, I don't even know half of these
yeah,
characters yet.
dude. You know what? You know how people like to talk about vibes. That shit is real, man. First impressions matter. The same
First
way
impressions do matter.
let me finish. The same way your wife had her jaw on the floor in 30 seconds. If she's still watching it, she probably picked it up real quick as soon as those characters showed up, and as soon as they were showed to be glorious and special, while also being annoying as hell. Because Halsey's daughter is perfect. She's super smart, and she whines about her mother being too busy saving the human race.
I think I agree with that. I kind of agree with I agree with that. And I actually, when you're talking, I'm kind of
Ham,
like
you
thinking,
baited me into saying all that. You baited me into saying that.
um
I'm not responding to you anymore. Sorry,
I
Cozy, go ahead.
I was just to say I understand that sentiment. But and I think overall, I think like sometimes the younger sidekick thing that they do is kind of annoying. It's like,
A little
stop
bit.
that trope.
That is a
Little bit.
popular thing to
Stop
do in
trope.
shows.
Like, I'd rather someone like, so far from what I've played in like, dude, in I haven't finished it. I'm only still at the beginning. In what's in Halo Infinite, in the campaign in that. I'd rather have someone like that, kind of like, you know,
An actual soldier following the other soldier and being
yeah,
useful to him.
but not
When
quite, you know, you're
when
not an elite
Ham,
soldier, but yeah.
oh my God, when is Master Chief? Oh my good Lord, when is this guy that has been trained in critical thinking as far as military wise? When is he going to sit down, look at this child, and say, yes, this is an asset moving forward?
Although also,
How does
as
that fit?
the problem is specifically that it's a child. Like, if it wasn't a child, even a serious, like, you know, like, imagine like a child soldier. I'd be like, okay, that's cool. But kind of like the very typical kind of, I don't want to say bratty, but I can't think of an equivalent word.
Immature.
It works.
Yeah, immature. Like, if it was like some, like, you know, child soldier
pay attention.
kid.
The next episode, you will see Halsey's daughter and this chick. I don't even know who her name again. I forgot.
Fun?
Are the exact same character inhabiting different bodies. One is bitching about, Mom, you're too busy saving the world. The other one is bitching about, Master Chief, you're too busy saving the world. That's it. The only difference, the only thing that changes is who they're bitching about. But that's all they're doing, really. Bitching.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I think yeah, and I think that is ultimately the issue, is like, you know, these characters, it's like, especially a child living out like that, you're not going to be a child. And I feel like that's kind of like, yeah, you're going to certainly run off, but you're not going to. Immature, when you said immature, I think that's the best way. It's like there's a certain level of lack of maturity, and I would have preferred, like, a child following you around is okay if the child is kind of mature and like handles himself. But it's like the silly, immature sidekick kid that, you know, the main character picks up. And
yeah, you want to make Kamala Khan Miss Marvel? Make it, man. Make the crap out of it.
But she's fun. I don't know. I won't watch the show because it looks stupid.
Don't make it in Halo. That's all I'm saying. just leave. Oh my goodness. You know what? Let's move on. Game predictions and results. We don't have any results because we didn't do any predictions last week. So this one's a new section. Basically, Cozy, keep
Yeah.
it together as I bring this in. Just keep it together.
No.
Basically, did you say no? I will not keep it together. Anyway, basically what happens is these games are released throughout the week, and you and Ham are gonna give me predictions on their Metacritic scores. Just give me the predictions.
Okay.
Don't give me no philosophical babble about why Metacritic is good or bad. Okay.
Okay.
So, Ham, you go first. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, releasing for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, April 5th. Go.
82.
82. All right. Cozy.
Carrot.
What?
I'm going
You
to
said
say
you liked Lego games.
78.
I remember you saying you liked Lego games. Ooh. I thought you liked Lego games.
I did. I don't currently. I think they've worn out their welcome for me, which is okay. I stopped liking them when they started talking.
I think we lost like 5 viewers just from that. MLB The Show coming out on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, no PC. April 5th. Cozy, go. You
Whatever
know
the
what
last
MLB The
one
Show
scored.
is?
Whatever the last one scored.
Whatever the last. Okay, that's an interesting one. Kind of lazy,
Man.
but okay, I'll allow it.
It's a sports game. They're all lazy.
What game are we talking about? What are we talking about?
MLB The Show 22.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Just give it a score, Ham. Give it a damn score. Let's go.
82.
Again?
That what you're
Everything is
going to?
82 for you. Okay, Chinatown Detective Agency. This one is weird because it's only coming out on Xbox One, Switch, and PC.
Is it a visual novel?
I'm guessing. I don't understand why it's not coming out on Series X and PS5. I don't get that.
Because
Okay, anyway, it's coming out
probably.
April 7th. Cozy, go.
I don't know anything about it. So I'm going to say a 76.
76. That's generous for a game you don't know anything about. Ham?
I'm gonna say a 69 because
Yeah.
You,
fun,
yeah,
but
yeah.
not for everybody.
You child. How immature.
How immature. Okay, so the next one I think Cozy might be more familiar with.
Okay.
Chrono Cross: The Radical Dreamers Edition, coming out for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC April 7th. Cozy, go.
I'm going to say
86.
82.
Okay. Oh, okay. It looks like you guys actually thought about this one. 86 for
It's
Ham,
because I want to say
82.
yay, but what if it's just bad? It doesn't function properly or something. I can see that happening.
Okay, so
I
the
feel
next
like
one.
the player base is gonna hold this game up, and it's gonna end up being like an 86.
Chrono Cross.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
okay.
a lot
But the
of people
scores,
that love
the
that
scores
game.
we're looking at, is the review scores, it's not the console, it's not the user score. The user scores
is based on
not
1 out of 10. I know.
okay.
I know what you're
So
saying, but look at like Elden Ring. Elden Ring
Yeah.
was pretty much probably rated by a lot of people that were into Souls games.
Love it. Yeah.
You know, so
And
I mean, that's how I feel like Chrono Cross is going to be rated. It's going to be rated. It's going to be very selective on who they have review that kind of game. They're not just going to give.
So you talking about Elden Ring has confirmed, like, this is like a little streak that I've been keeping track of. It's now been 3 straight weeks that we have brought Elden Ring up on the show.
Why not? Why, if you love a game, talk about it. Duh, science.
All right, Miss Science. Moving on, this one is a game you guys will quickly want to move on from. Godfall Ultimate Edition coming out on PS5, Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and PC April 7th. Cozy, go.
I mean, yeah, we all were like, man, this game is PS5 only. Ugh, and we're never gonna get to play it. This is horrible. We have to go out and get PS5 to experience Godfall.
You're gonna rub it in. Are you gonna rub it in?
Yeah, I mean,
It looks like you're trying to rub it in.
It's on
right
my
now.
to-get list for PS5. I definitely do not care about Godfall. Nothing has changed.
So what's the
yeah.
Ultimate Edition getting?
Ultimate not fun. I don't see. I guess
What's
like
the score?
some 64.
That's generous.
Oh.
Okay, what are you giving?
Does the game work? Is it broken? That's the only thing. Like,
it works. It
Okay.
works.
I'm giving it a 50.
Wow.
Did you play it?
Damn.
You know what other game works?
What?
Crossfire X. That game works.
Yeah.
I
didn't work
don't.
out.
You know?
Yeah.
It was a bad game. It was a
That
bad game.
It works. I mean, Matt likes games.
Yeah,
Will tell you
true.
that game works.
Fair enough.
It just
fair
doesn't
enough,
work for me.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It don't work for me.
So with that, let's move on from Godfall. April 7th releases Sherlock Holmes: The Devil's Daughter on Switch. I actually played this game on Xbox. Still haven't finished it, but it's decent. Cozy, what's your score?
I won't play it. So.
What's your score? What do you think the score is going to be on Metacritic?
We're still doing the score thing. I'm sorry, I got distracted by
Yes. Focus.
What was the question again?
Focus.
What was the question again? What were we talking about?
What's the score?
For
What's
what?
your prediction for Metacritic for Sherlock Holmes: The Devil's Daughter releasing on Switch on April 7th?
79?
Okay, that's good enough. Ham?
72.
No,
I think
not
that's
another
more realistic.
69?
Okay, next we have Slipstream coming out for PS5, Series X, PS4, Xbox One, Switch on April 7th.
I don't know anything
Cozy.
about that game.
Slipstream.
I've never heard of it.
Hang on.
Huh. Looks interesting. Now that I look at it.
Yeah, it's like a racer.
What type
right?
of game is it?
Yeah, it's like an arcade style, like 90s racer.
Yeah.
It looks fun. I think I'd like to play it, but if you're asking me to give it a Metacritic score, like probably like a 65.
Damn.
What type of game is it?
Damn. 64. It's an arcade racer, basically.
I hope it gets good ratings. I hope it gets higher than that. But just based on looking at what it is, it reminds me of, I don't know, it reminds me of Cruising USA, and I feel like people are really touchy with games like that. Like when it comes to scoring. Like
it needs to be perfect.
Like it needs to have, you know, midway on it or it ain't good. You know what I'm saying?
it needs to be close to perfect.
Yeah, that's
Cozy,
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
what's your prediction?
42.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah,
No, I
yeah,
just
yeah,
It
that's
could
the
be
answer
though.
to
It could
everything.
be.
yeah,
It really
yeah,
could be.
Last
Yeah.
and definitely least, the House of the Dead remake. Cozy, go.
I feel like it will get a 71, but it'll be insanely fun.
So when's
Okay.
the Slipstream game supposed to come out though? Like I'm still on that because I'm looking
Slipstream
at it.
April
It looks...
7th.
You're sold.
April 7th, and it's just gonna be $10.
Oh, only $10.
Okay, so this is an old game though.
What? Slipstream?
Yeah,
No.
Slipstream. I'm pretty sure that's an old game.
Oh, it's a port of an old game. Yeah, it's a port of an old game.
Okay, so it already has its own score then, probably.
On Meta? Not sure.
Is it too old?
I don't know because that's I was just thinking. I was just thinking because I was looking at some of that stuff and I was like, none of this is like really new news of like a new game. This is just an old game coming over.
Hang on, give me a minute. Yeah, it's still not out. There's no score on
So it's
Meta.
to be determined on that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I mean,
The game is not out yet.
I guess they're bringing. I wonder if it's going to be like. So did you say it's being ported over? Hopefully, it has like upgrades and looks nice and stuff like that again. Because you said that game and I was like, man, that sounds familiar, but and then I went to it and I was like,
your
hold on a second,
$10.
that's old.
It's your $10, buddy.
Hey man, I'm playing Marlo Briggs right now for Xbox 360, and I'm also playing the original Devil May Cry on my PS2. So
I got a refund for that Briggs
You
game.
haven't streamed it with our input, Mass Effect.
Oh, yeah, you guys. Sorry. Hey, you guys remember?
Call him out.
Remember,
Call
you guys
him
are
out.
supposed to get me.
Call him out.
You guys are supposed to hit me up about that. Y'all are supposed to hit me up about that.
You have to pick a day. Pick a day, and then we will make that like
tomorrow.
Your streams, and we'll advertise it.
No, it'd have to be like a Wednesday or something.
Okay, so Wednesday, we are going to do an advertisement. And let everyone know. Everyone glorious in the glorious Mass Effect. First time Mass Effect playthrough. Swear.
So it'd be around this same time that that we started this stream today.
Yeah.
To do that.
Can we do it a little earlier?
I don't know if Cozy's. I guess Cozy doesn't have to be off of work because she can just kind of come in and out as needed.
Yeah, and I can chat. But yeah.
So yeah, we can start earlier. We could do like a noon on a Wednesday. But anyways.
Okay.
So Twan in the chat.
The Dead remake.
So Twan in the chat was wondering what's the arcade racer, and it was Slipstream that we were talking about.
Yeah.
And he also said the House of the Dead remake 40%, calling it right now.
Damn.
And he's a big House of the Dead fan. He's a big House of the Dead fan.
So we should follow his advice. So Cozy, do you want to change your 71 score based on what Twan said?
Oh, I think it'll score better than your mom. Oh.
Oh my God. Jesus. She's shooting at the chat now.
Wow. Twan, don't take it personal, buddy. She does that to everyone. Don't take it personal. Ham, what's your score?
For House of the Dead? Score?
Yeah, remake.
I'm gonna go with like I'm gonna go against Twan and say like 60.
60. Okay, I'm gonna add Twan's prediction here so he can collect his dub next week. Just in case it's actually like closer to 40. I'm very curious now. Twan says 40. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Didn't see many notable tweets this week, so we're skipping that. Motherfuckers just console warring. Nobody has anything funny to say. IRL stuff. We might be here for a minute,
Okay.
or we might be here for just 2 seconds. First is Duke versus UNC. Who y'all got? Cozy, go first. I just
Is it
want to
like
see your
Duke
face.
Nukem?
No, basketball, college basketball.
Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem.
I've never played it, so I don't know.
It did say IRL stuff. I did say that, Ham, right?
Yes, you
Oh
did.
yeah, I
In
just
real
didn't.
life, Cozy.
That's the
Duke
only thing I.
Nukem.
I try,
Okay.
guys. Anyone in the chat watching, I do try. Okay, I try. Cozy, go. Duke, UNC.
That's gonna be
Who
cool
wins?
for the people watching it. That's
Just
cool.
pick a winner. Who's gonna win?
Let's see which one has the better mascot.
Duke is the
Come back
Blue
to me.
It's
Devils.
Duke, Blue Devils.
And North Carolina Tar Heels. All right. Well, while she's doing it, I'm gonna go ahead and pick mine.
North Carolina.
So
obviously.
Michael Jordan's gonna put on that jersey
Whatever.
tonight, bro. He's
Michael
gonna put
Jordan
on that
is not.
jersey tonight, and he's gonna
What?
be asked to go on.
He's gonna break his back.
He's gonna be asked to go ahead and cut those strings down at the end of the game.
With his
He's gonna
with
be
his
cutting down
bad knees.
he's
With his
gonna be cutting the net down at the end of the game
Man.
with those scissors.
This
It's
is
gonna
harder
be
than I thought.
UNC for the dub.
This is harder than I thought.
Okay.
So
Because Coach K need to retire.
So here's
Whatever.
the thing. Duke has a better logo, but
She's basing it off
UNC has a better
Dude.
mascot.
Oh my god.
This is awful.
Huh.
Any basketball fans are just cringing right now.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go with UNC because they've got the better mascot, even though their logo isn't as good as Duke's.
There
Duke's
you
logo
go.
isn't great, so I have to give it to UNC.
Ooh,
All right.
ooh. How's
I got Duke. The other side, the other subject with IRL stuff is I put a vote. I put a vote on Twitter and people said yes. So you guys need to comment on Will Smith smacking Chris Rock at the Oscars.
God damn it! Why are you bringing that up?
Yeah.
Hey, the people spoke. Okay, I put a vote out and they said
Did
yes.
the Oscars happen?
No one really cares, Cozy. No one even knows who won the freaking award. No one knows what the hell is even happening at the Oscars. The only thing we know is that Will Smith smacked the taste out of Chris Rock's mouth. So give us your take on the whole incident. Go.
My take is that I think it's been a week. Why are we still talking about this? We need something bigger, something better in the news. That's my take.
Okay, Pam, go.
It was funny. Quote over.
What was funny? Chris Rock's joke was funny, or Chris Rock getting slapped was funny?
I just laughed for 10 seconds. That's it. It was all funny.
It was all funny. The G.I. Jane joke was funny, according to him.
It was all funny. I mean, like, it was just
all of it.
Like it's not my problem.
Yeah,
they're out there acting a fool. If I were to do something like that, I'd get arrested. So, like, since nobody got arrested,
probably,
and then
yes.
They're rich and whatnot, I get to laugh.
I'ma go to your house and
they're
disrespect
rich at the end
your
of the day.
lady.
I'm not. So this is my chance to laugh and at least enjoy rich people making food of themselves.
Rich people, let's eat them. They probably take care of themselves so they taste delicious. And they eat gold flaked ice cream.
let's not eat people. Let's
I
start
take
there.
all the strange meat. I'm sorry.
Jeez, now you're a cannibal.
And
Okay,
we're not supposed to do it. They had abundance of strange meat, and after I got to those people and I found out they were luring people in and like eating them, I was like, huh. So now I gotta kill them all. But after I kill them, then I'm like, you know what? They got a fridge full of meat. It's human meat, but it's apocalypse. So I'm gonna take
What
it.
is going on right now?
Oh, Fallout.
Oh, okay. Like, wait a
wow.
second. I'm
Yeah,
getting this
yeah.
subject.
Yeah, as far as the whole Will Smith thing, I laughed as well, like you said, Ham. I laughed at the joke. I didn't laugh at the slap, and I just thought it was unfortunate that the first time physical aggression was filmed at the Oscars, it was two black dudes. And I'm not saying that's what I believe, but I'm sure I would be willing to bet my life that there was a whole bunch of people that said, see, this is what happens when you let them in.
That's how they already are. They're gonna be like that either way. So it doesn't matter. And if you're like, oh
If
my
you go-
goodness, they
I'm
don't
just
care
saying,
how
don't
you
give them
look.
ammunition. I'm just saying, don't give them ammunition. That's all I'm saying.
They
Anyways,
could. That's how they are. That's how they always are. So if they're gonna say, look how they are, they're already looking for reasons to be like, look at those. Oh, I can't say that. Look at those.
yeah, no. Just let's get
Humans.
off air, then you can say all that.
Those darker skinned, more melanated humans. They're animals. See, they act like animals. They're already sharing images online and stuff like that, and seeing like, look, every time they see one. So it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't. And I mean, it can.
I just had a white person hair on me.
There's been crazy takes by all sorts of different people at different awards shows. So this is just the next one. It was just physical, so it was extra wild, right? But like, I remember Jim Carrey walking up on stage and just making out with the person that gave him an award, and like that was hella awkward and whatnot. But like, I'm sure there's a bunch of people saying, "Look at them white folks, they're crazy." Like, you know, I mean, it just is what it is. People have their perceptions, and they're gonna think the way that they think, no matter what. I mean, you're right. Ammunition sucks, but there's other ammunition that they'd find anyway. So what does it matter?
All right. So
it sucks. It sucks to me more. Like if you're gonna ask me to take a stance on anything, I just feel bad for Will, because I'm sure that dude that dude shouldn't have to defend himself. Yeah.
Fuck Will.
That dude shouldn't have to defend himself as much as he does.
Smith.
But it is what it is. He put himself in the situation that he's in, so now he's living it.
All right, fine. Now you got me started on this shit. What bothers me?
See, you really want to talk about it. This is what it is.
Bothers
we didn't care to talk about this
shit. No, you're telling me about you feel bad for Will Smith. Fuck Will Smith. Dude, I was willing to move on from this thing. Then you say I feel bad for Will Smith. I'm gonna say it again. Fuck William Smith. He can go fuck right off.
What did he do to
you? Yeah,
Not give you $1 million?
So I was saying, Ham, since you got me started on this shit.
Jeez.
My problem with this cock is that everybody is out here defending Will Smith. Yeah, he was offended. His wife was offended, so he had the right to get on stage and smack a motherfucker. Okay. Next time Amy Schumer offends anyone on stage, motherfuckers can get on there and smack the shit out of her.
I mean, you have to be a comedian too. Yeah.
I mean, take a step back though.
Are you saying Amy Schumer is not a comedian?
I mean,
take a step back, bro.
That is vicious.
It helps to be funny,
bro.
Oh my god.
She's not funny.
I thought I was the bad guy.
She's absolutely not. No, and it's not because she's like, a woman or anything. She's just not funny.
She's not
funny. Cozy, you said awful. That. Did you say Amy Schumer's not funny?
Yeah.
Why are you so surprised about that? Is that something crazy for a woman to say in Africa?
If you want a
There's
funny woman
a lot of
comedian,
women here
Tig
don't like
Notaro,
her too.
Tig Notaro exists. Tig Notaro exists.
What?
She's
I can
trash.
name off a dozen funny women comedians. Amy Schumer is none of them.
But Amy Schumer is everywhere. You guys maybe not
See,
the both
Eternal,
of you, but
see, Eternal Umbra in the chat said no one would have cared if Amy Schumer would have got slapped.
damn.
Nobody. I mean, it's true. Nobody likes her. Nobody
But
really
she's on
likes her that much.
everything. She's on everything.
I guess I don't see her that much. I don't ever really see
Dude,
her
she's
at
on the
all.
Food Channel. She's on the Food Channel. She's got movies on Hallmark, on freaking in the cinemas, and I thought she was super popular that side.
Nah. She's old
Kinda
news
infamous
over
at this
here.
all
point.
over. She's all over around here, man.
Okay, well, that's cool. That's
Because it's Texas, you get everything a little late.
yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, y'all
Whatever.
like different things, right?
Okay, but going back to my point.
Y'all
Fuck off.
like real
Fuck off.
different things around.
Fuck off. Going back to my point, I dislike this idea that if someone's offended, they can get on stage to do whatever. Or
No,
if
that's not
someone's
what I was.
offended, let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish.
My
You were
bad. Go ahead.
defending Will Smith. Defend his ass. So
Well,
I'm saying, one, it's not okay for someone to be offended and then get on stage and whoop another nigga's ass. Because today, it's fine. Tomorrow, you're gonna get on stage and whoop the wrong person's ass or get your own ass whooped.
Oh,
So, and the second
I'm
part,
entertained either way.
oh God, the second part is the people defending Jada and her illness. Guys, we can't have comedians before they start their show looking through the medical conditions of everyone in the crowd. It's just not sustainable. It's not. And even if we go through all that work and then the comedian rules out all his jokes that are associated with everyone's illnesses, what about the people at home? Are we saying that the offense of the people sitting in the crowd is more than the people who are offended at home? No. Their offense has the same value as everyone in the crowd.
I'm saying,
So let's
okay,
fucking
Luke, but
stop
all
calling.
okay,
I will
Luke,
say,
but
if
my
that is your point, then every time we've got to say boo and say you're wrong every time a black man gets upset being called the N-word and hits someone.
all right,
Because
well,
it's just funny.
my point at the end of the day
I don't see the
was
point,
the only
though.
person with the real illness at that moment to me was Will. Because he done
Will
got
intense.
beat. He done got his ass beat for the last like 2 years with
That's
just being with Jada, bruh. Just being with Jada is an ass whooping.
him and everybody else, but okay.
So like, but so I mean that's why I felt bad for Will. Of course I feel bad for Chris because he can't do his job. His job was just to make a joke and keep it moving, but
But
he
why would
just
you feel
couldn't do
bad
it.
for Will Smith? Apparently, he's fine with the arrangement.
I mean, you can feel bad for somebody that puts themselves through a bad situation. That's what it feels like looking at him. It's like, man, I feel bad for you, bro, but you just keep going in.
Keep
You
on
just keep
keeping
going
on.
in.
He keeps
Yeah,
on
man.
keeping
Yeah,
on.
I mean, don't we feel bad for drug addicts, right? We feel bad for a drug addict for, you know,
feel bad for
not
anyone.
getting a job, not figuring his life out. He's sleeping on the
What?
curb every time you see him.
I don't
He's your
feel
boy.
bad
He's
for
dope.
people. I don't
But,
feel
like,
bad for people
At
because
the same
if
time, you're just like, man.
you would just accept that sucky things exist and just call it a day.
Damn.
What I'm saying is it's okay to feel empathy for something.
But this for the week.
You can.
What?
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Okay. Can someone mute Cozy? The fuck is she?
Well, you're taking your temperature. I can tell you're red hot right now.
As far as empathy is concerned, you need to earn that shit. Okay?
Oh, really? How do you earn
Well, it
empathy?
depends on how you look at it, Local. You're
You
looking
don't
at it
get
from
no-
one point of view, and I'm looking at it from something totally different. So you cannot tell me how to feel empathy.
You can't.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. For me,
empathy is a
that's why
feeling.
before I said what I said, I said for me, you have
guys
to
are
earn it.
talking nonsense.
Because, like, what's his face? Will Smith, for me, the right thing to do in that situation, wait to get your award, because pretty much everyone knew he was going to win that the Best Actor award. Get on stage and tell everyone Jada's going through this. It's a debilitating whatever, and she has to cut her hair, etc., etc. Dude, Will Smith would be a fucking hero, and Chris Rock would be the one apologizing right now.
You're
But
right.
when he
That
got
would've
on
been the
that
smart thing.
stage, and he did what he did, that was it. That was it for me. Like,
You guys,
fuck
you
Will
are
Smith.
talking about a week-old news.
All right. Anyway, let's shut it down. Let's go for the quiz.
The kill?
Thank you,
Oh,
Cozy.
never mind.
The quiz.
Well, we gotta
The
make
quiz.
this quick because I gotta get going, bro.
Yeah, you
Alright.
gotta get going. Make it
Cozy,
quick. Like,
Cozy,
never
how
mind.
many? I know where you were going. I know where you were fucking going. Oh, you
What's the
nasty.
question?
Anyway, Cozy, this one's for you. Actually, no, this one's for Ham. Ham, how many tiers does Project Spartacus have?
3.
That's 1 point for Ham. Cozy,
That was
for
a
trying
silly
to be
question.
naughty. For
Yeah.
trying to be naughty, when is Project Spartacus launching? Just give me the month.
June?
Damn it. All right, 1-1. Ham, how much in US dollars does the PlayStation extra tier cost a month?
Which one is the extra? Is that second?
I'm not going to tell you.
I'm gonna assume it's the second one. So, I think that one's $15.99 a month.
Wrong.
All right. That's wrong. It's just 15. It's $14.99 or 15. So
You were so
Whatever.
close.
that's
You were
wrong.
so close.
Cozy, how many games are made available at the PlayStation Extra tier?
It's a library of over 300 games. Only, it will be everything that's not PS3.
I'll repeat the question.
What?
How many games? How many games are made available at the PlayStation Extra tier?
Over 300?
Wrong. It's over 400.
That's over 300.
Yeah, but
No, you cannot take my
No.
point because I
Let me
was
tell
right.
you why it's
Because
wrong.
I was
Let me
right.
tell you why you were wrong.
No.
Let me tell you why you were wrong.
No, you were. I was right. I was right. Explain
Ham, we
in
need
what
to find
mathy
a
world.
mute button. We need to get a mute button.
No, explain to me what math
Would you
and
let
what
me
math.
finish?
What in
Would
the
you let
Texas
me
math?
finish?
What in the Texas
Would you
math?
let me finish?
Okay.
Finish, lady. Christ alive. The reason why your answer is incorrect is because the PlayStation, not premium.
Umbra said
Hold
she's
on.
technically correct.
PlayStation Essential. Hang on, dude.
I just want
PlayStation
to slide that in
Essential.
there.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation Essential gives you the current games that are on PS Plus. PlayStation Extra gives you 400 games. PlayStation Premium gives you 340.
No, wait. So if you subscribe to PlayStation Essential, how many games do you get? If you just now subscribe when it launches.
If you just now subscribe,
Yeah.
you get the games that are already on PS Plus. They didn't say how many.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is I was right because in no math except for maybe Texas math is
No,
over 300 under
over 300 is not the
400.
exact number.
Neither is over 400.
It's 400. It is literally 400.
No,
Google
it's
it.
not.
Google it. It is specifically 400.
But over 300 could be 400.
Yep.
Oh God. Oh my good Lord.
Let me throw some
So
gas in it a little bit.
when I ask you when is Project Spartacus launching, after March. Technically that's right, but it's
You
launching
said
in
the month.
June.
You also said the month.
My good Lord. Ham, you're having too much fun with this shit.
I know, I gotta get going too. This is taking a minute, but this is funny.
Christ.
And Umbra said, but he said over 400.
No, you did say over 400. You said over 400, and it says up to 400. What?
You know what? Cozy got 2. Ham's got 1 point. Ham, next question.
I'll take
Name
that
the
L.
main
That was hilarious.
Name the main antagonist in most Zelda games.
Gandorf.
Wrong. Cozy, who is the main protagonist in most Zelda games?
Ganondorf?
Is that
Wrong.
the same answer?
The name of the main antagonist in most Zelda games is Ganon.
Oh.
The main protagonist in most Zelda games is Link.
Oh, you said
Ham,
protagonist? I thought you said antagonist. My bad.
Ham, how many Zelda games have ever been released?
What, like 12?
27. Cozy, how many
copies? I would have never guessed that.
Cozy, how many copies of Zelda games have been sold in the entire history of the franchise?
Ugh. I'm gonna say
Over 1.
42 million.
Over 52 million. Wrong. Ham, when was the last Sonic movie released?
2018.
Wrong. February 14th, 2020. Cozy,
really?
what is
Was
the
that
name?
Recent? Damn. That felt like a minute ago.
What was the name?
Cozy, what is the name of Sonic's main companion throughout the 2020 movie?
James.
James.
Is it correct because you got his first name right?
Is it James the Dolphin? Oh, she cut out. That's what happened. She'll be right
Ham,
back. She'll be right back.
How many Straw Hat Pirates exist?
I'm sorry, what?
How many Straw Hat Pirates exist?
Straw Hat Pirates? I don't know what the hell that even
One
is.
Piece.
Bro.
One Piece.
Hell, I don't know. Fucking
Luffy's crew.
12. I don't know.
10. Wrong.
Damn, I was close.
Wait.
I have no idea. I've never watched.
Wait, what are we talking
I've only
about?
watched part of the first season.
Cozy, going back to the last question that you didn't finish. What is the name of Sonic's main companion throughout the 2020 movie?
James, I don't know.
James Marsden. Ham got the wrong.
Wait, that's not the name of his companion. That's the name of the actor.
And?
You said companion in the... I was making things up because I know it's his real name. I didn't know that you were looking for his real name, but I knew his real name. Okay.
Cozy, who was the 6th Straw Hat Pirate?
Zorro?
Who?
Zorro?
Sanji.
Yeah, I hope
Ham.
you don't ask me another One Piece question because I don't freaking know.
Ask another
Ham.
One Piece question.
Ham, how many standalone GTA games have Rockstar published?
Standalone GTA games. Let's see.
You're losing 2-1 at the moment.
I think it's 11.
7.
Really? Oh, does that not include like Liberty City Stories and stuff like that?
Is that a standalone game?
Okay, you're right. So it would have. God damn it! If I wouldn't have counted those, I probably would have got to it. Whatever.
Probably.
Oh,
Cozy,
yeah.
when did GTA 5 release?
I don't know. 2012?
2013. Ham, who is the main antagonist in GTA Vice City?
Oh man, God damn it, that's right on. Tommy Vercetti.
Yeah, people always.
Tommy Vercetti.
Sonny Forelli.
Oh, really?
Tommy's the guy that you control.
You got it wrong.
Oh, antagonist?
Yes.
Or protagonist? Oh man. See, Umbra is in the chat, and I like what he's saying. He said Loke is throwing y'all off with how he's asking these questions.
Cozy, who is the main antagonist in GTA 3?
Joseph Smith.
The main antagonist in GTA 3 is Catalina.
Yeah, I remember her. She screwed you over at the beginning of the game.
Ham. Gran Turismo 7 will increase the upper limit of non-paid credits in player wallets from 20 million to?
Oof. This I don't know because I could care less. 40?
To what?
40?
40 what?
Million.
Wrong. 100 million.
What?
Yeah.
400
Cozy
million?
wins. Yes.
Okay.
From 20 million to 100 million. Cozy wins.
God. I'm happy this show's
which
over.
Means Ham. Whatever, man. Whatever. Ham, as far as total wins, you only lead by 1 now.
Still on the top.
Barely. Anyway, ladies and gents, this was fun. No slaps were thrown. Thank you to the chat. It was a pleasure
you're
having
in Texas, and everyone knows people in Texas have guns, so you get slapped, they'll shoot you.
I know. I thought he was about to pull a gun out on stream.
I know.
Thanks to Infinite Umbra. Thanks to Twan. Thanks to I can't see the whole chat. So thanks to everyone. Ham, plug, and take us out.
Stank.
Ooh, Nelson Gaming.
Yeah, Nelson's been up in here.
All right. He's been quiet today, but okay.
No, he hasn't. You just need to pull up the damn chat and read some of his stuff. But you expected me to monitor every single thing.
What you need to do is make sure the chat. Okay, you know what?
What you need to do is pay attention to the chat. Your damn self, son. Because you ain't even looking at it, but you always wondering what's going on in it. What kind of stuff
I really appreciate you guys. I'm sorry for Ham Solo freezing you guys out.
No,
starting from next week, I'm gonna bring you guys in.
We are sorry for your take.
We sorry for
your forcible ignorance.
My what?
To the chat.
Whatever. Man.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna look at the chat. I don't want to see the chat.
Plug us and take us out, Ham.
All right.
Do the one thing you're good at.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to hit that like button if you're watching right now. Also, hit the subscribe button. Come check us out. We're here every Friday doing bullsitting starting at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, and some crazy ass time in Africa. So,
because
it's 3 p.m. in
GMT
Texas for
plus
low,
2.
all right? But
GMT plus 2.
Yep. So yeah, thanks for checking us out. You'll also see me on they said we said Behind Them Sticks every Tuesday and Thursday. This upcoming Tuesday, I got Crap Gamer coming to the show. That will be really interesting. Oh yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be pretty fun.
Get your tissues
expecting
out.
to learn a lot about that dude, because I really don't know a whole lot about him other than some of the wild takes he's made in the past.
Sorry. Before we leave, Cozy won today, and she gets a minute to rant about whatever gaming related. Whatever.
About pictures, the pictures I take of dead animals.
Can we see? Can we see them?
You can see.
Can you project them to the screen? Dude, it's her minute.
I don't have them, like, because I don't have access, and I was talking about how sad I am that I lost access to my huge library of dead animal pictures.
Did you?
I wonder if my whatchamacallit is still around. My Instagram, because my Instagram was Dead Animal Diaries, and I used to put up dead animal pictures.
Ham, you need to win next week.
And
because this.
But it's like, so it started because, like, when I was biking places, I would see all this roadkill, and so I'd be like, oh, let me capture a picture of this roadkill, and I got a huge album of, like, roadkill pictures, but not all roadkill pictures. Some animals died of, like, mysterious, like the bird you find in the backyard and stuff like that, and you just find them dead, and you'd be like, this is interesting.
Matt Likes Game says, what no, Eternal Umbra said, what the fuck, Cozy? And,
Cozy?
What and the Matt Likes Game says, oh, that's neat.
But yeah,
Steak Moss said, wait, dead animals?
But I used to have to clarify that none of these animals were killed by me. I just encountered them, and they were already deceased.
Yeah.
I think Eternal wants an explanation. He said, what the fuck? Why?
Because it's bad enough to just get hit and left on the side of the road like you're nothing. So at least they get a picture.
The least you could do is give them a picture.
Yeah.
Oh my good lord. Okay, so now, Cozy. So now you have to prepare like at least 3 pictures to project next week.
Okay.
Oh my god, you're excited. You're so weird.
I will find the least gory ones.
Bro, she is feeling this shit.
She is excited. All right. Well, yeah, thanks for everybody watching the show. You can also see me this Sunday as well. Oh yeah, and actually later on today, I'm going to be on K Mega Show, so I actually need to chill out and hang out with the family for a little bit before I get on to that.
Matt Likes Game says, so you took a picture of their final L. Oh my god.
And then as well on Sunday with Matt Likes Games, the guy that just posted that in the chat, I'll be with him on actually tomorrow we're going to be streaming, the 4 of us, me, Twan, Foremost, and Matt. We're going to be streaming playing Anthem, and then we're going to have our show and talk about Anthem and various other topics on Sunday at the show, The Game Drain. You can find that on YouTube or find that when I post it on Twitter.
Is that
find me at Ham Solos? Yeah, find me at Ham Solo 05 Gaming at for Loke at Loke7. You can see it right there on the screen, and then that at CosyBeluga isn't correct, but I figured out if you type it in, you'll still find her. You'll still find her if you type it in.
She changed it. She changed it.
Oh, you did change it?
It now reads at Cozy. Yes.
That's what's up. That's dope. So sweet. So that's where you guys can find this.
She changed the PFP. I like the change. I like the tone of the change.
You're about to like the tone of these pictures next week. All right. Well, we're out, y'all. We're out. Y'all have a wonderful evening.